And we're live with Eagle's Nest season finals. We have our top 8 players here tonight playing out. What are we playing for?
So tonight's season finals, we're playing for a free booster box of either GD01 or GD02, whatever the players prefer. Typically, this is just a really fun showcasing of what players have accumulated up to over the past 11 weeks of tournaments. And we kind of took that break after the holidays, just kind of restructuring ourselves for what we want to be doing for this season. And here we are, though.
And that includes what we're doing, what you guys are doing this Friday, right? You guys are actually adopting some sim tournament love. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, starting this Friday, I'm calling it week 0 of season 4 Gundam, but it's actually going to be our biggest tournament we've ever held here at the Eagle's Nest. It has 128 players that I'm going to be hosting. We have 140 people registered right now, which means we have a wait list.
Jesus.
So it's, yeah, I was going to say it's a massive list of people. And basically our goal is just to kind of see, hey, how can we make this more friendly for people to join? Because sometimes webcams are a little bit more than people are willing to get set up. Like, they just don't want to get the camera set up. They don't want to be face down on. They don't want to be sitting in their chair, forced to look at a screen. They're scared of people cheating, even though we try having judges pretty active on the scene. And just minimize all that into just a different format for these events to be ran.
Yeah. I also think the date and time help a lot too. Like, being on a Friday, I think Friday is still like, you know, these tournaments can run a little late, but if it's Friday, you don't work the next day.
Exactly. Yeah, which is going to be like, if you guys have been paying attention to the server, like Digimon's been asking for Sundays. So we're going to be trying Sunday, Monday this season around, just to see how it helps with attendance.
Yeah, that could be great. And Digimon should be working on their, are they, oh yeah, we're already in our proxy environment for 24, right? So they're already moved on to trying to test out for their national format, since BT24 will be their official national format here in February, Valentine's Day. That'll be exciting.
Yep, I know I'll be there. If you guys don't know, I'm pretty big on the, I've worked events for a long time. That's the best way to put it. I've worked so many varieties, different roles and positions. I'm kind of like one of those, what do you call it? Like pocket Swiss Army knives. Got a little bit of everything in my arsenal.
Oh, jack of all trades. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're working, I think you've admitted to working side events this time around?
Yep, I'll be on side events.
That's exciting.
I got pretty much background in every single game at this point. The only one I haven't touched, I guess you can say, is Masters. I've never touched it. Fusion World I did for a while. Love the Dragon Ball IP. Just don't have a really big scene here for locals and tournaments.
Yeah, that's the struggle with the Dragon Ball. Locally around me, our Union Arena scene is constantly slowly growing. You kind of see it. It's kind of cool. Like, I think Union Arena got to a slow start, but like, as the sets come out and it's like, oh, I love this one, I want to buy this one, suddenly, like, you know, you have a Black Clover fan who's now wants to play Union Arena and is showing up to your locals every week. Stuff like that's really cool. But on the screen here we have a Blurple mirror, I believe.
Yeah, so I guess just to kind of give an idea for tonight's metagame, it's pretty diverse. We have 3 white-green wing decks, 2 blue-white blocker decks, a blue-purple deck, 1 Year War Rush, which is blue-green, and we also have blue-red. So basically, the 3 different flavors of aggro. Someone said, you know what, this flavor of aggro I think's a little better today. Someone said, you know what, I think it's this one, and it's just a 3-way tie on aggro as a whole.
Which is funny. I was like, I still remember, like, I was talking about this the other day with some Riftbound people, and I was like, I remember in Gundam we had a huge overtime issue, right? People were going to overtime constantly in Gundam, and that was set 1. And then set 2 drops, and I feel like we never hit the timer again. Like, the game has, like, either people have gotten a little bit better with how the game is played, and I think I'd argue that the format's kind of gotten a little faster as well. Yeah, now we never go to time, so I'm hoping that for Riftbound we don't go to time anymore here in set 2.
Yeah, those season ones are always rough for these card games when they come out,
Hmm.
just because people don't really know, like, hey, what are we expecting for this tournament? Okay, I'm reading all the cards. It's like, okay, we basically made you read the same cards for 2 sets in a row for Gundam. Unless you're playing purple and you add like 4 cards into your memory bank.
Yeah, exactly. Right, so we got the MA. I think this is the MA mode going in with some breach. It has breach, right? So it should be able to.
Yeah,
Okay.
it does have breach. It's breach 3 though.
So it does get into the Corsica base a little bit.
Yeah, it just gives you a way to interact with all the standing bodies. And
Mhm.
with RX math, Guntank's actually able to get through the base. And the one thing you always have to ask when you're playing these aggro mirrors is like, am I playing offense or am I playing for trades and hoping to stabilize?
It's
Because
like
like
we're trying to do a little bit of both here on the red blue side of things.
yeah, because you have ways to clear board and push damage, which is like what the red side's really helping with. The blue side lets you play bodies while removing bodies. You can just tempo very well and efficiently.
All right, that's fair. All right, but what purple? I mean, this is a pretty banged up board for blue red. I think purple, if we have the right cards in it. I guess we have what 6? We're on level 6 right now. There's a couple of combos I've seen the blue purple deck actually be able to pull off here if they have it, or even go for game. Like I still think the suppression is a keyword that we'll see more of going into the future. But we're going to go with the blocker. I can't remember the Gujan. Yeah.
Gusion Rebake. Yep. Going to be putting damage on 1 unit of ours and 1 unit of yours. It's basically just saying, hey, we have more ping damage. And this is a card you probably won't see being played in future blue-purple decks.
Oh,
simply
wow.
for the fact that we have a new Mika link that pings generically also.
Oh, wow.
It's on deploy, ping yourself, ping one other unit on your opponent's side.
Oh, and maintains that blocker as well?
It's not blocker, it's cheaper.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, okay, do you want this more top-end blocker, or do you want to play the more aggressive line? And I see a world you just drop it entirely.
Well, it makes sense.
Because Gujin's not even like a link unit. Like, the only reason you play is because it's a ping.
Yeah.
The blocker part comes up sometimes, but it's more so the fact that it's just ping damage.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where purple goes into set 3, since it'll finally get a couple more sets of support going into it. I'm like still excited for the Gundam 00 stuff. I think we have pretty much almost everything fully revealed. There can't be too much. I think the starter decks are done. We're just waiting for the last couple of GD03 cards to be revealed, and then off to sailing we are. But it looks like yeah, we were able to. It looks like another RX-78 link pair rests the blocker, and we just go in for the rest of the damage.
Yeah, we were able to basically get board clears with the Aegis MA mode while pushing face damage. So board clear with face damage, it's a pretty good combo for aggressive decks.
Yeah.
And blue just enables so much of it. It's just like, how do you want to fulfill the other half? Like, you got green to just be more face aggression. You got red for more board-centric combat. And you also have the most level 4 links in that build. Because the whole thing is like Amuro RX on level 4 link is crazy.
Yeah.
And they said, let's just maximize those odds. Let's go ahead and add the the Atherin link side to do the exact same thing, where it's just Gundam Amuro, except it's Atherin with Aegis MA.
I mean, we see that just change and win games nonstop. Like I still think even going into set 3, I don't see the Amuro RX-78 on curve being one of the best level 4 plays possible.
It really is for aggressive decks, just because it pumps all your little guys by 1, while also resting and pushing more damage. Like, you break 6 HP bases, you get through blockers, and you have a chance to value trade for matchups where you have to, like, if you're playing Agromir, you probably are going to be grinding at some point.
So this is going to be, since this is our finals, this should be a best of 3, correct? Or is it still a best of 1? Yep.
That is correct. Best of 3. The rounds are timed at 65 minutes each. We decide untimed finals we probably won't do again. Dude, beta untimed finals, that was such a long time ago.
Yeah. It still feels real.
Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, that was a tournament where each round lasted like a solid hour and a half to 2 hours. And the finals was a blue-white mirror, and each round took forever besides game 3 because Taidana just hyperlinked every turn while Becker was just like, I can't do anything.
Oh, that was definitely a journey, man. But looks like our players are just about ready. You just lost. So now this is something that gets rarely shown in Gundam, is where like if you lose game 1, you get the choice of going first or second. So if you're blue purple, do you choose to go first? It looks like the answer is we do choose to go second, and I think that just runs with the idea that like going second's just kind of better in this game.
So if you're playing the aggro mirror match, you actually like going first.
Oh, okay. Why is that?
The reason being is you can pump more bodies down.
Hmm.
So sure, you're not playing anything on turn 1, but your turn 2, you play 2 level 2 1-drops.
Oh, that's fair.
So yes, you're not getting the base break on turn 1, but then think about your next turn. If you get a way to pump damage, or you just go through and you break shield, guess what? You have 2 bodies threatening every swing now. And it's
Oh, I see.
effectively more damage that can snowball.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it looks like Blue Purple has a Rezel down, which is one of those mid-rangey units that if you guys actually play the new 2v2 rules, you're going to be playing those over the level 1, 2, 2 drops. Just because you have a 6 board maximum, so you want to have like more potent stat value banked up.
I see. That makes sense. There hasn't been a lot of changes into the 2v2 scene since Orlando, I feel, right? So Orlando was really our last look into what the GD02 competitive scene was going to look like.
Yeah, and that was where Blue Red Aggro basically popped up as like a new archetype deck that people were playing. It has merits. It's a cool thing, and it's an aggro deck. You can't really overthink it too much. It has a little bit of hate for some other aggro decks. You pop Toggy's tokens on curve, which is pretty cool. You take no damage when you do so. You also get a body on it with Sayla's gun cannons. Like that's a really cool feature. But like I said, you just maximize your level 4 links in that deck.
Right. So from here, it's like blue red is still kind of ahead on board a little bit, but I believe with the Talgies, we protect our shield a little bit. We're going to be able to do something, maybe attack into the board, keep it clean.
Yeah, it depends on what blue red has. Like if they have the Sayla's gun cannon, they might just be put on the spot where they can instantly win because they get rid of that Tall Goose token. On the play, you do 2 damage to a token. In case you don't know what it does.
We do trade the Rezel away. So we're able to do a little bit of chip, and with only 1 resources up, we're gonna go ahead and pass. And this is level, I believe this should be our level 3. No, this is our level 4. So we could just see the armor array one more time. And that's going to be a 3-drop into the armor array link pair. That's so gross.
Yep, now we can decide if we're going face or if we're going for board. And it looks like you said we're going to be going for board here. Play the catch-up game, and now we get to swing RX over the grays. And we'll be repairing 2 at the end of turn.
Yeah. And it's cool to see in the sense that like the RX-78 math letting that gun cannon clear the Talgies token. Kind of busted. But we do get to be the first to hit level 5 here, so maybe something can get done on the blue-purple blurple side of things. It's just going to be an show of resolve here, so that's going to be most, if not our entire turn. Maybe we give up this EX resource to play a 2-drop, but that doesn't seem too high of a value play. But it looks like we got a 1-drop maybe. Really debating that one over.
I was just catching up with my judge chat there.
No, for sure.
But yeah, it's gem, pop EX resource, and probably play another gem. Yeah, gem.
Yeah, double 1-drop here off the draws from Show Resolve. Now, I mean, RX-78 is just free to go sideways into the Corsica base.
Yep, we have no way to interact with those bodies, so we might as well push damage.
And we're just gonna go Y. Ooh, MA mode. Do we have the pair? We do.
We do. There's the winner,
Disgusting.
Atherin coming down. Swing over a gem, breach more damage. We'll put 2 on himself. The breach shows us Gundam.
Mm-hmm. Now we're gonna play a was it Submariner?
Yeah, I think it's Zaku Mariner. I'm pretty sure it's the vanilla 2-2. And now it's just like, okay, where are we at? Are we able to trade for board? Are we able to get rid of the bodies you have? The thing about Atherin is it makes Aegis have such a sticky HP total for like an average aggro deck. So you're forced to like Fatal Strike the Zaku Mariner, and maybe if you have an RX link, you can trade the gem into. Can gem trade into that main mode? I think you're 1 damage short still.
I think we're. Yeah, I was gonna say I think we were 1 damage short, but maybe our own RX-78 math. I mean, unfortunately, from the blue-purple side, I don't think they really got an RX-78 armor array pair in the first game or this game. So, just things just not finding those cards that let you swing the tempo back in your favor kind of blows.
Yeah, I will say though, for season finals, I'm pretty happy. We get showcased exactly what we expect to see. Yep, it's a good card. So now it's just figuring out how our trades are going to work.
Now the gym does trade into the MA mode.
Short one.
Oh, is it
pretty
short?
Sure it's short one. Because I'm pretty sure the MA mode has 4 HP, and then Atherin I know has 2 HP. Here, let me pop up the Eggman deck builder just to make sure. I'm pretty sure that's what the stats are.
Yeah, and the trades that we see on the board kind of coincide with that, as we do see the the gym go into Mariner, and then RX-78 into the MA mode.
Yep, but we do get some repair math to help us out on the RX side. Maybe we can get rid of the next RX with it too.
So we do play our, was it Vesalius? Is that what you just played, or?
Yes, I do believe it is Vesalius.
Another Mariner into Kshatriya? No. I don't think we're on.
Boosie, the
the dog.
Yeah, the 2/3. And we're just trying to set up lethal.
Makes sense.
So what we have to do is blue purple here is set up a base, and when we set up base, we have to still trade over 2 units. Like this RX is probably just going into RX. We're crashing here, like 90% likely.
Yeah, I don't see, unless we have a way to make the vanilla, like maybe a pilot for the vanilla, and then go in that way. We're gonna Onksha the RX-78. I think, does that put us in range with the vanilla? I forget.
With 1 more ping, we do.
There we go. That's gonna be that ping.
Mika ping.
So
if you're going to be doing the trade, you should put it on your weenie.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think maybe a missequence, or maybe they just forgot that you can throw damage on any of your units.
Yep, and there's that Corsica we're talking about. I believe that is our second one of this game, so it should be the 2 Leos.
Yep. So threatening our own lethal. I believe we're at 3 shields, so
we quite literally need a link pair to go for game.
We've used a lot this game. Looks like we got Rest 1.
Hozak, yeah, and pass. Just saying, we have to hope we get at least 1 good value card in our life. Otherwise, we go to game 3.
Maybe they're at 4 HP. We'll see. I have a hard. Pixels are low.
Yeah, it's also not like a diagonal card set, so it's a little harder to see. But yeah, if you're playing blue purple, especially if you have a link in hand, you just start swinging the tokens one at a time, and Are we trying to value trade? There might be too many shields for us to go for
I think
game
it's
bet.
too many shields is our problem. Yeah, that's my guess. It's like we're deciding swing RX-78 into
Isaac, that's fine.
Isaac. Yep. One Leo, maybe a Leo into shield. Oh, we're going Roselle. We're going Amuro Ray. Rest another unit. Probably the BQ. Buku.
Yeah, I think it is.
And then
Just because, like, you can swing over it anyways.
Mm-hmm. And then yeah, Leo into shield.
Yeah, getting our damage. Yep. Now we're starting to push face. Amuro, that's not
scary.
what we want to see.
We did limit their damage though. A base.
And
well, I guess we kind of prepared for this. Yeah. So things have kind of swung into our favor here. Amuro Ray and RX-78 doesn't really get us there though. We need double link pair for game, but maybe we got it. So now we went from 1 card to 3. Yeah, no, 4 cards in hand now. So we'd have to have exactly double link pair.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to think if there's any angles that you can take if you have like ping units. Like you can ping one on Anksha, you can ping one on first Leo token.
Mm-hmm.
You can trade into a second Leo token, leaves them with 3 bodies, and you have a base with I think it's 1 or 2 shields. So it's like if you get that curve, you go equal. And then you present the reverse lethal again.
It looks like we're gonna just replace our shield to get a shield, or replace our base to get a shield, which doesn't feel great at all. We do get the double Leos because we did replace the base we had. Funny how that resolves. And we're just gonna scoop it up there, and
go next.
Yeah, Blurple takes it.
Yeah, I know we're all super excited for our set 2 finals here, and we're going to be even more pumped though when we get set 3 and new starters. I know a lot of people are excited for Celestial Being.
Yeah, that deck looks fun.
Archetype.
Mm-hmm.
The Mafty archetype, I'm not quite sure if that's going to be one people are excited about.
Oh, the Hathaway, that one.
Yeah, it looks a little weaker of the two.
It does look a little weaker. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just not as I'm not reading the cards as enthusiastically, because I'm super excited for there's just a lot. There's just a lot to be excited for. Like, I know Digimon's coming out with a new set. Riftbound's really close to a new set. Gundam with their new set. One Piece is this weekend. Is a pre-release for their 14 set, because they're getting really it's to the point where their sets are a little off kilter right now, because at least when you compare it to the Japanese releases, because they're quickly approaching
catch up print run.
Yeah, exactly. What was it called? Unification. Yeah.
Yep. That was a word we used a lot in Digimon over the past year, and then when we got there, it was BT21 World Convergence. Everyone was so hyped. Yeah. And then Gundam was like, yeah, we're just going to be unified from the start.
Yeah, Gundam had it right.
But for everyone here in chat tonight, is there anything we're excited to see in set 3 in the starter decks? I know we've kind of mentioned Mafty, CB, the new purple archetype or not purple, but purple support, so you can replace Gujin.
Right. What is it?
The new wing card, the Shenlong, that looks crazy good.
Oh, the Shenlong looks like the best card of the set. I would not be like, holy. I don't know. Maybe I'm over exaggerating, but that card seemed pretty good. Let me see. Let me actually do a full review of myself of what I'm seeing here. All the Hathaway stuff, Celestial Being. I'm excited for Dynamis above all else.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this lately, Risu. I went to the Chicago Gundam base.
Oh, did you?
That's
Nice.
yeah, that's what I did over like the New Year's break.
Okay.
Yeah, when I was up there, I actually picked up a few little the SD Gundam kits to build, and oh man, they're so fun.
Yeah. No, I have one. They did like a Three Kingdoms line. I have one in my background. They're so simple and quick to put together. The only thing is the stickers always get me. It's
Yep,
always a pain to handle the stickers.
that was literally my one complaint. I'm like, gosh, there's so many stickers. But like, as someone who's never built like a Gunpla before, when I went to Gundam Base, we had I made my purchase of getting the SD RX
Hmm.
just because I wanted something small. I wanted to be cute. I wanted to be like iconic of a character. But
Right.
then they said, "Hey, we have free RX kits. If you go around the corner, you can just like build one in the mall." So I said, "Sweet." So I walked home with an extra little RX kit. It was like one of those beginner grade kits. I don't know the exact
Probably the
terms.
ones they gave out in Orlando
Probably.
for the demo event. Yeah, that one's pretty around. I do like them though. I still have a couple. Every Gundam builder knows the wall of shame they have, or the pile of shame that they have of kits that just they want to build but just haven't brought themselves to the drive to build it. Looks like we did choose to go second, I believe. Did we choose to go first or second as the red blue? I guess we
I
already
believe we
used the
chose.
EX. That's crazy.
Yeah, we chose to go second because we played Hyzak followed by Busi.
Ah,
And
okay.
Busi has support, so you can actually break a base with any of your one drops as long as you hit one.
Right. That's still a mechanic in this game that I feel like might go a long way is what's it called? Support. I think support is underrated right now, and I think suppression as well. I think both those keywords we'll probably see in the future as pretty powerful keywords.
Yep, and like I was mentioning before, like you establish if you're playing for board, if you're playing for face, and it just looks like we said we're going to be playing for at least the one swing there. Try to pull out the ping. If you have the ping, then maybe I'll consider doing some other trades in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And we just see double one drop. Oh, that's why you also didn't trade the other one because you already guaranteed the removal.
Right. I think we're just too far ahead. Oh man. This is gonna be a great time for a an RX-78 to come down. So we'll see. Maybe that'll happen, but it's gonna be hard to say.
I mean, there's a world that it's just game next turn.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But that's pending like we're not doing any trades, and when we're not doing any trades, like
Yeah.
uh we don't even have like the removal cards that we have in blue and purple, Fatal Strikes or Gun Tanks, Anxas, Mika Math even. But we
Right.
got RX Link there. RX Link, you probably rest the Rezel. If you don't rest the Rezel, it's a Gun Tank. And I think you do Rezel because you're going to try doing some value trades over it. You're going to get the repair too. So effectively, you only take 2 damage on it. You can Rezel into Rezel. That's also valid if you just want to get off the board. Because like in this format, you're acknowledging that you don't have like survivability. There's so
Yeah.
much ping damage, and we're going to be getting more in the next set too.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to be doing a test here saying, you know what, I saw you play 2 gun tanks this last turn. I don't think you have another one.
Yeah. That's fair. I mean, I've seen my share of all 4 of the playset get played in a single game before, but I think it's a worthwhile risk. But we are going to, that's going to give it away. And yeah, we're going to just trade one of our gun tanks into the Rizal. So kind of upping the value that the Rizal is generated. But we are going to play a unit and then attack with the gun tank into shield to show our resolve. Nothing happens.
And it looks like Rezel's doing the RX trade because we have our own RX link. And then we're going to go ahead. We're going to push face. Like, you have, what, 3 cards in hand now because you just got the pilot off of Burst. But I don't know if it's going to change enough.
I agree.
But for anyone curious, we have our table 1 finished already for the event. S. took it 2-0, piloting wings. So we have a guaranteed wing next round. They took it over the only 1-year war player in the room. But it doesn't mean aggro's dead. Like, we're guaranteed an aggro deck in the next round with this matchup here.
Alright, so RX-78 comes down, link pair. We're gonna attack into the gun tank, and we're gonna play our vanilla gym and wrap up the turn. Hopefully we can maybe start playing catch up, but the shield lead is kind of favoring is gonna favor red blue for the foreseeable future, unless purple blurple can figure something out to get their shield tempo back in their favor.
Yeah. And for anyone who doesn't know, our bottom player, the blue-purple player, Chachi, he's been playing blue-purple pretty much the whole season. He played a little bit of wing at the beginning, but it wasn't really his main deck. Top is Michael. This Michael is Gecko Killer, and he's played a little bit of everything. He definitely leans towards the red-blue decks, red-blue ping, red-blue aggro. He's done a little bit of blue-purple, blue-white, green-white in there. But blue-red has definitely been his most played deck. Will all future tours be webcam? Kojax, it's a great question. And that's one of those things that it's this weird balance. Like, I want there to be webcam still. I want there to be sim. But also, I'm trying to think of, like, long-term health of, like, okay, if we do everything over sim, that's great. But then it's a reliance on, like, people who run the site, first of all. But second of all, it puts so much more pressure if I offer pricing, like paid pricing events on like a sim to like possibly get it shut down.
Right.
So that's one of those precautions I'm taking. I'm like, I don't want to push like paid events really on the sim unless we're feeling very confident where we're at. We feel like we don't have any bad blood potentially with Bandai in the future.
That's something we have to worry about a lot constantly.
Yeah, because like when we're playing like these webcam events, we're encouraging people, hey, we're playing the game, we're playing the TCG just like we're in person. But when you put in that sim element, it just says, hey, we don't even need to like bother getting cards for the game. We're playing the game, which is why if you look at like anything on Mobile Suit Arena or anything on my tournament page, like we still push people to get the actual products. Like it's one of those messages that we clearly say, hey, please support your local scenes, please get the cards still, you know, because this isn't meant to be a full substitute of playing in IRL locals for like the sim event. Even though it's so massively popular, I'm going to be seeing what I can do for it. I know I kind of rambled a little bit there, but it makes sense. It's a mixed feeling, mixed thoughts. I really want to push a lot more like normal online events and locals. Tried doing that for Digimon. They kind of rejected the idea of sim locals, but they're also born. Yeah, they were born during COVID, so that's like fair. Webcam's so much more ingrained for them.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Also, it's the fact that it would push events to be a best of one, just because it takes time to do stuff.
Yeah, it's funny that like the Digimon's gotten to the point where like just resolving your effects in a simulator is going to take up most of your time versus anything else.
Well, I think the effect resolution was better. Just because it forces you to do stuff.
That's fair. You
can't miss optional effects. And it basically helps any ruling disputes, assuming it's like done correctly. But people just like putting their hands on cards sometimes.
The actual program processing, I think, is slow there, right?
It's not bad, especially when it like glows everything that's like valid. People tend to play a little bit faster. Is what my judges noticed. They're like, yeah, we had like no slow play. In fact, games finished pretty quickly.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, but I am excited for Friday. I'm excited to see a big tournament, and I'm excited to see what we can do for upcoming sets also. But for all 21 of y'all joining us tonight, welcome. We hope you guys are enjoying the gameplay so far of our season finals. We're showcasing the lone blue-red, the lone blue-purple tonight, going against each other. One of them has to make it. One of them has to get knocked out.
Might as well get it done early.
Yeah, we are guaranteed one wing player in the next round, top 4. And tonight's players, they're all playing for a chance to win a full booster box, set 1, set 2, whatever they feel between the two of them. And it is all free, no charge for tonight's event.
All right, so looks like they're scooping it up too, or yeah, that's just them picking up their deck. They're scooping it up. Not gonna be able to stop the couple attacks, and yeah, just the blue red just got ahead early, and that shield differential is just was just not a problem we were able to solve in the long run from the blue purple, unfortunately.
Yeah, taking a look, it looks like we actually just started setup for the next game at table 3 here.
Okay.
So if we want to hop on over, we can get a glimpse of another game. I'm not sure what game they are in the set, but this is a wing deck versus a blue-white deck. We've seen these before. Blue-white's emphasizing a little bit more of that Academy package that we've seen become popular in set 2, a variant that wasn't really doable in set 1.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I agree. I love the Academy stuff. I'm hoping we see more support for it in the future, but it's gonna take a time. But we are gonna start simple. It's gonna be overflowing affection. Draw 2, trash 1. Get that out of the way. Not getting any bodies out. Ooh, gonna discard a striker pack. That's interesting.
Well, if you know the matchup already, because like we're going into our next game, we know it's wing.
Right.
It's not really helpful in that matchup.
That's fair.
I'm actually curious on which side is which. I actually didn't pay attention to see who was who. We see a white deck on each side. We don't know where the blue side is. We don't know where the green side is. One of them has it, though. Yep, and then everyone's favorite part of, of the white blocker decks is just getting blocker after blocker and then force to interact with the board, figuring out those sweet spots to go in.
Yeah. So now we're gonna be level 4. We're gonna rest. Looks like we're just instantly resting 3. Is that gonna be show of resolve? Get it out of the way while the board isn't too crazy. Oh, we are the wing deck. Okay, so the wing deck's the one that discarded the striker pack. Interesting. Couple of ideas for integrating sim tournaments. One, you could do the matches on sim, but have deck checks for physical cards, but then that kind of eliminates proxies. Number 2, you could do season finals on sim. That's true.
Yeah, there's been a lot of different things I've been thinking of, and really Friday's just going to be the big checkpoint to see how we feel about the sim. Obviously, very popular with players. They love the idea of just being able to set the computer, play their games, maybe do something else in the background as you're going through a giant tournament, right?
Can you spectate games on the sim or no?
It's pretty limited on how you can. I know I've talked to Doug, and he has a feature for like a caster where we're able to hop into room codes and watch tables.
Oh, fun.
That's going to be released in like a future patch, if I remember correctly. But that's one thing he's mentioned. Or it might be implemented already. I honestly can't remember.
Yeah, I'm not a physical Gundam's as close as I get to playing the game. I'm not stressed about constantly keeping myself updated with playtesting the newest cards in this game just yet. Been a busy little guy, honestly.
Yeah. But the whole idea of like saying, yeah, if we have IRL cards, what's like the harm of like doing a sim locals? It's like if you own a physical copy of like an N64 game and you play an emulator, are you really hurting the economy anymore? You actually took your part and bought the game, right?
Yeah, but there's still a world of like you're still advertising the free version, right? So something to think about, I guess.
Yeah, but we identified which side's green-white, which side's blue-white. RX Link versus a bird mode. We're playing Ramp Wing, which we haven't seen in a moment. Ramp Wing's really good for those green-white mirrors to say who gets the big bodies first. But I don't think it does enough against aggro, which is the biggest issue.
Oh, wow. We're giving up the...
EX resource?
Yeah, we're giving up the EX resource, and we're going to swing into the RX-78 here.
Yep.
And not going to block with the Zor, which I guess makes sense.
To be fair, we did generate that EX resource. We didn't have it originally.
Mm-hmm. Gonna attack shield and then depend maybe block with Zord. Nah, still just gonna favor.
I mean, he wants to trade that Zwart into the wing. That's what he wants to do.
But if you wanted that, why not block? Oh no, high maneuver. No, I'm dumb. No, you could have blocked it.
Well, he wants to trade the Zwart into the wing, and then he wants to trade the Rick Dias into the bird mode. That's what he wants to do. Yep, so there's that. And then Rick Dias over bird mode, or were you going to keep the blocker up just in case? I like the idea of getting rid of it because it makes hero math not valid. You're not expecting pings against yourself from wing decks. Oh, are we just doing an Archangel?
Yeah, I think we're gonna Rick Diaz swing Archangel, stand our guy back up, or maybe not. We might not need to do that.
It's so greedy, and it doesn't put you towards your win con against wing. Against wing, you have to be like pressuring as blue-white. Like, there's a world you wanted to play as the aggressor. Oh my gosh, give him a hero also.
That's rough.
Right, like, so if you're not closing out the game against wing, they're going to outvalue you in the late game unless you have a way to grind against them.
Mm-hmm.
And that means you have to have like multiple naval bombardments coming down. And we're going to throw down that ale. And okay, so we're basically turning everything sideways. So we are trying to beat them in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
Trading Zwart makes sense. So I'm guessing we just probably didn't have like a better way to curve out. That's why we Archangeled. Okay, I'm on board.
Yeah.
Don't worry, chat.
And maybe we drew the ale. There's a possibility with the ale is at the top of our shield there and just kind of made the play for us.
Yeah, exactly. So as the wing player, if you have another Wing Gundam Zero or Wing Gundam, you could just slam that down, link it right there with that hero you got. You could opt to ramp. It puts you from 6 to level 7, so you're guaranteed a level 8 next turn. Going to OA first, see what we get into.
Could still get us into that link pair that we really... Another striker pack giving up on that.
Also, Carbon, you're all good. You can root on your friends. You can root on your buddies. Because, I mean, that's what it is. At the end of the day, this is a big community event. We're just having fun. We're playing cards, guys. This is our hobby.
Oh, so we drew into 3 striker packs. That's why we've been discarding them. But that being said, I think with an ale strike on across the board, it's just gonna be wasted resources. We'll see what happens though. Yeah, we often have biased commentary all the time where we are not free from that either. So definitely cheering for our homies is the best part. And exactly that happens. We do have the pilot to link and get rid of that launcher strike, unfortunately.
Yep, Amuro Ale, super powerful control combo here. Now it's just a question, are you going to be pushing face? Are you going to be trying to trade and then push face? I like the idea of turning everything sideways into him.
Yeah, I think that's probably what we're going to do. Maybe Rick Diaz into the Zwart, and then Ale Strike into base, and then restand it off the...
Well, you never do a Rick Diaz into Zwart. You never do that trade.
Oh,
the reason you never do it is because a Wing Gundam Zero will take care of it for you.
Hmm.
So if they're doing it on their turn, that's fine. But you never want to proactively do that. Because Zwart's not swinging face. It's not going to aggro you down.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're scared of a value trade, you don't really care.
Well, here comes the blocker wall. Then we're going to get the launcher down.
Yeah, Rick, yes, in the life there. Because we do acknowledge we have to step lethal at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to do -3 on a character. It doesn't really matter which unit we target unless there's another unforeseen and resource we want to use. But, yep. Another damage taken. We have Lifrith. We have the Launcher Strike Gundam protecting our Ale. So we're not super scared of any crazy trades. We'll be able to stop them. Or if we feel a Wing Gundam Zero coming down, we can decide what we value more. Do we value our 2/4 blockers or do we value our bigger blocker?
It's probably not gonna. I can't come down this turn as we're only level 7, unfortunately.
Or 8. We're 8 with the X resource, right?
No, we're 7.
In the 7.
Yeah.
Did we not resource return? I'm pretty sure we would have been 8.
3, 4, 5, 6. No, our opponent's at 6.
Okay. Okay. I was ahead the curve. We ramp, but not that fast.
Now we need to make sure we establish block. What is coming down? Oh, Shenlong with the Wu Fei. That's
so there's
huge.
On the wing side, we get a pop of 2/4, and as we're swinging, we get a free trade over probably that Rick Diaz.
Yeah, I'd probably do the Rick Diaz.
Because it's free damage, free breach.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you should always be popping the Lifrith here. Just because if there's a striker pack that comes up out live, or a striker pack that comes up
that's
from
in hand, yeah,
you deny the value, make it a little bit more awkward. Yep, so on swing, pop, blocker step, decides to block with the token.
Makes sense.
Says, you know what, if I have another striker pack in hand, I want to make sure I am at least able to utilize it. Breach 4, I believe.
Breach 4, yeah, they fixed it. So now Zwart into Rick Diaz? Or are you going to double up into the AL?
It's in the Rick Diaz here.
Okay.
We're going to make it their problem.
Do you want to clear the base, or do you want to get that damage on the wing at the AL? Okay, we're going to clear the base. What's going to be interesting to me is how do we find 2 more damage on this Ale Strike? But I also agree that getting rid of Archangels is such a key part of what lets blue-white be aggressive and defensive at the same time. Like getting rid of that as a high priority move is, oh, rest in peace. We have another one.
Yeah, I mean, the issue is against Wing, it doesn't really do anything. Because High Maneuver, Wing Gundam 0 just gets through it.
Right.
It doesn't care. You can breach it with Wing Gundam.
Ooh, we're spending a lot of the turn doing not developing bodies. But I guess we know the Wing 0 is going to come down, so we're going to wait for that. That makes sense as well.
I mean, it's just like how you're going to expend your resources responding to it.
Mm-hmm.
Getting rid of the Chang link there.
Yep.
And to be fair, we are pretty far ahead on health. We got 1 base with 3 shields versus their 3 shields. Like if we're doing a play body swing, we are technically ahead.
Oh, we're just going to spend the turn valuing up, not giving our opponent Wing 0 value this turn at all in any way. So now we're at level 8, but if we have other things to play that's not Wing 0, I think it's probably the time now.
I mean, you can just play a Wing 0 and not care too. It's that's just fair. As valid. Like, you can do an Ale Naked Wing, and that also feels really good. Just because you start putting board tempo on your side.
Looks like we are going to play something else, though. It is going to be, this is what, 5 resources coming down? What are we playing? It's going to be another Shenlong with the Wu Fei. Swing. I like this play a lot. Clears the shield. Gets us tempo into our side in terms of shield health. And saving potentially a Wing 0 for actual value play of being able to do 3 damage across multiples of bodies. We'll see what happens. Or if we have the Hero Yui, which I believe we still have that Hero Yui that was bursted into our shield.
We swing with a Wing Link.
Did we? Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, unless there's one after that I forgot about. But we got Freedom coming down. You get the pair effect of shrinking. You get the swing effect of shrinking.
Yeah, so that's going to go into the Wu Fei one more time, probably. Yeah. And we got 2 more, and it's going to be for Lifrith.
So 3 cards left in here. We're going to be drawing for turn and resourcing. Like we mentioned, Wing Gundam Zero doesn't really do anything here. You can swing at bird mode to try bait out the block. Probably, I guess it is worth blocking so it doesn't go through, just because you have 2 life left. And this is where if you have a base in your hand as blue-white, you're holding on to them because you want to use it as like an extra life once they hit you down to 0. Because high maneuver you can't respond to.
Right. And we are gonna block with the Lifrith.
So Wing Gundam Zero gets rid of Lifrith here, sets you up to start swinging face. So you really have to hope you have more Archangels in hand or Argamas in hand. So when he swings high maneuver, you don't take free damage. Or you have a way to trade into him, but tapping a 7 HP body is super hard. Like you have to have Unicorn Destroy mode. I think it's the only thing that lets you to rest him. Or at least that's normally within Blue's arsenal.
From here, we're deciding. We have 3 cards in hand. We don't have a lot. What do we do? We are just going to pass there.
Yeah, I was going to say, just EX resource, you typically don't have much besides maybe unforeseen incident. Yeah, we're at this awkward part of Blue Eye where it's like, well, I don't want to stay up because I can't block a unblockable body. Swing taking Injustice, that's your highest value play for a single unit. Get 7/7 in stats.
Not bad. But what do we do? Oh, Striker Pack. We're just going wide. We're offering lethal next turn. Hopefully there's not a second Wing Zero. I think is what we're doing.
I imagine you're swinging with that freedom still, though.
Yeah.
Just because you get him down to having 2 shields, you have 2 bodies guaranteed living, not counting any potential links. We double showed the turn before, so we probably have at least 1 more link. If not, we're close to having it.
All right, dumping the hand.
If you don't swing with freedom, I just don't think you've done anything meaningful this turn.
I think they're going to swing. I definitely think they'll swing.
Yeah, that's why I say you should be, because you have to close out game.
Yep. And this is game on board. If they if all they do is a Wing Zero play, but if they have like another Shenlong Wu Fei, that's pretty strong as well. But we've already seen 2 of those, so and a third of the Shenlongs went to trash there, so probably not going to see something like that. We'll see though. Wing Zero comes down.
Wing Zero. Now, the best thing for Wing Zero here is they can say we're playing the race game, but you do have to trade. Because unless you have a blocker, you're going to be dead. And tap 2 for a Zwart here.
Makes sense to me. Zwart's the least threatening one, unfortunately.
Hey, Ison, appreciate you popping in and saying hi. Enjoy your classes, man. Steady up.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power.
So, 2 cards in hand for green white. I think like 3 or 4 cards in hand for blue white.
I mean, it's pretty much if you have Link, you have game.
Right, Amuro wins you the game.
Yeah, Link on either side technically wins the game.
Oh, rebake. Or not rebake, rebuild.
Yep. And I think we're going to be passing it back to me. I mean, like, your Justices can swing, like, no issue.
Yeah.
Hi, Danny. How are you? Thanks for joining the stream tonight. This is in the middle of round 1 of our season finals for season 3 Gundam. Season 4 will be kicking off on Friday with the sim. I'd call it week 0 just because we're testing, seeing how it goes, hoping it becomes a regular reoccurring event. Giant sim tourneys, I think they're really fun on paper.
Resting one, hitting the shield. Oof. All right. Do we have Wing Zero and a link pair? 1 for the base, 2 for the money, 3 for the show? No.
Yeah, I will say, Danny, I'm so excited. People seem to be excited to play Gundam. Like, here's the thing. This tournament is at 140 registrations in set 2 format. That's the exciting part.
Mm-hmm.
People are willing to play what I would consider to be a pretty boring or stale format. And that's just so cool to me. So, like, when we get ideally new star decks, getting set 3, it'll get people super excited again to play. And I want to try capturing that momentum with bigger tourneys. Because honestly, anything we can do to like get players excited to get playing, I want to be doing. Anything to get large pools of data, I'll be doing. Just anything to grow the community scene. Like, heck, even on Friday, I told people, you know what? This is meant to be a fun tournament. I have 1 booster box surprising for top 4. It wasn't really meant to be like anything insane value, but it's like I'm giving away like $100 of free product. But on top of that, I said, you know what? Let's have fun. I'm going to put a bounty on 2 different decks I have not seen people play a lot of. We have a bounty on the best finishing purple-green deck, and we have a bounty on the best placing clan deck. And that's something that gets me excited too. It's like, yeah, GD03 will be crazy.
So we play Lifrith, we play Zwart. Oh, did Wing Zero just win because of blockers? Yeah, I think so. We play Lifrith, we play Zwart. The 2/2 is going to go in. Is there a reason to not block? I think we don't block this, right?
I mean, you just always block. You have to block the attacks that can be blocked unless you have, like, commands. Danny, if you have a peen deck that's going to blow people away, do it, man. It'll be fun. That's all I'm saying. And once we get set 3 new starters, ooh, we'll be cooking. Yep, there's the unforeseen.
Oh, they were attacking the Wing Zeros. Makes sense.
It says we'll go into the big Wing Zero.
Block with Zwart.
Yeah, because like our math just does not work right now. So I'm trying to think, if you let it go through...
Well, they're not hitting shield, they're hitting the Wing Zero.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think, if you let it through, get rid of a Wing Zero, do you care? Because here's like the situation that happens. You let it go through, you have your blocker active. I guess they have all their resources, so yeah, never mind. It's going to make my next point mute. The idea is that you just don't give them a chance to get rid of the body because it's active, but they're going to be getting rid of the body anyways. They have enough swings coming in.
I think that was the key, yeah. I think that play just won them the game. Unless there's a link pair.
That's a wing. Or a Shenlong, yep.
Shenlong.
Yeah, I don't think you really have any decision points. It's like, if you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. Okay, hero in there, so we're forced to do a high maneuver trade over one body. Can't get rid of the other.
So we did have the hero. Maybe we drew. 3 attacks, no blockers.
Oh, we're alive because Wort can't attack face.
Oh right. Oh, but they have the they top deck the Kira.
Ursula, yeah.
Ah, damn. I forgot about those Wort not being able to attack, but yeah, damn.
Pilot fixes that issue.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that wraps it up. I think blue-white moves on.
Yeah, but we're down to like the last 4 minutes of the round. Got one more table playing still. And this seems to be aggro against blue-white or aggro against green-white. I'm not sure. But Kusanagi coming down, bouncing a Zaku 2. This might be a close one. If we have an aggro deck going this late into a round, man. Oh, actually, it's not an aggro deck. It's this is the Breach aggro deck, actually.
Ooh.
I think I actually won my very last like webcam locals, like right before the holidays. It's just like blue-green or white-green Breach aggro. I think it was blue-green is what it was.
Right, we're just going wide.
We got Zaku 2s with Lifriths. That's something you don't normally see together.
Oh, not at all. Y'all excited for the big stream tomorrow? Oh, Friday.
Tomorrow.
You're talking about Friday because they're ahead they're in the future. So tomorrow's Friday. I don't think. Are you streaming it?
I'm personally not, just because my focus is running the tournament. Mm-hmm. I want to make sure I have everything set up. So, yeah, there might be a link station going on also.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm personally not streaming Friday because my goal is to get player experience at the maximum. Before.
But now
I don't think table 3 was finished.
They weren't?
Oh, I was under the impression they're in the middle of game 3. They might have been in the middle of game 2.
Yeah, it looked like they were wrapping up. Yeah. No, I don't know. I didn't know that they were gonna have a stream like that. That's cool.
It's their big. This is what we got for the year stream. Okay, thank you, Diego. Okay, thank you, Diego. I didn't realize that. I have a judge running right now, the tournament, helping run the bracket, talk with the players. Basically, it would go to tiebreakers. So in traditional Gundam, your tiebreakers are just straight up when you're playing your best of 1. You got number of shields, you got cards in deck, and then you got double game loss. But now, since we're playing a best of 3, there's actually more breakers than that. The first thing you do is ask who's won the most games. Then after that, then you do your normal breakers of number of shields left, number of cards deck left. And then I believe after that, it's units on board. And then after that, I think it goes to either cards in hand or whoever did the last damage. I have to look. It's been a hot moment since I've looked at it. But I know there is more breakers, and that's always something I review before I would judge a top cut. Like Gundam or One Piece. It's pretty similar. Mm-hmm. Pretty much all comprehensive rule manuals are the same.
Looks like we are trying to just swing sideways, clear the board. We're so behind on shield.
And I'll be right back.
Yep. How's it going, chat? They're announcing. It makes sense for them to announce GDL4 stuff. I mean, we've been in such a It feels like GD02, GD03 reveals were dragged out for so long. I guess it makes sense because, obviously with the holidays always are kind of like a dead spot for Bandai card games at the very least. Like not a lot of stuff comes out in general for any of the games. I think the best thing we got was like Digimon got a starter deck in November, something like that. Or was it early December? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. So now we'll finally get to see, like, because do we even know what GD04 is supposed to be theme wise? I legitimately think we know like nothing, right? Start of December was the Digimon deck. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, like Bandai wise, I think that's like the only thing to have come out. There was a Union Arena set. I think Union Arena Demon Slayer Volume 2 came out. There was something else. I think there might have been one more thing. I just can't remember it. There's a rumor. Oh, there are rumors, but that's what the stream is for tomorrow or Friday. That's what the Friday stream is for. That's fair. All right, I guess we'll see. That's exciting though. I wonder if they're going to stop with starter decks. It's usually around this time, set threes. Set threes is when they start taking breaks on starter decks. So I won't be shocked if like there's not a starter deck to come out with this set. And just let the I guess maybe we'll get like another purple starter deck to help them catch up a little bit more. But honestly, I think that's the end of it. I think we're just gonna see GD04 stuff and then call it a day. Jesus. Another RX-78 link pair? Is that what just happened? Yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and see that. We're going to go ahead and see that. We got blockers, but as we head infinitely closer to overtime, I think that's just going to be it. Oh, we have never mind. Jesus. That Shenlong is so good, man. Rest in peace, Lifrith. And even then, just the link pair's enough, right? Like, even if it didn't just, like, delete blockers. We know ST9 is going to be the first ultimate deck, which is right before GD04. Oh, we're getting an ultimate. Oh, right. I forgot that we're getting the Impulse Gundam. We're going to get the Gundam Seed ultimate decks. I forgot about that. Oh boy, did I forget about that. Oh, so maybe GD04 will have more of Seed stuff. Oh, that'd be cool. Or Destiny, excuse me. Yeah. Is it Zaft? Or I guess Impulse is Zaft. I guess I consider him like, I don't even consider them via their nationalities, I guess we'll call them, or their tags. I just consider him as like, all right, we have Kira, we have Athron, and then we have the homie that pilots Destiny. Like, that's it. That's the entirety of Gundam Seed to me. But yeah. Technically Zaft. Yeah. Post-war Zaft. Yeah. So looks like they were able to clean that game up. I don't think Eagle's probably figuring out what's going to have to happen here in table 3.
Eagle's back. And
Eagle's
Eagle
back.
Has a judge. Eagle has a judge that's working, and he's making sure the players know what the tiebreaker rules are.
Okay.
That's why we have judges, right? Mm-hmm. They help us run these events. They let me yap with Risu.
I gotta get cameras going. Hold on. We'll get some cameras, get some FaceTime. But chat just reminded me that GD04 also coincides with an ultimate deck, which is very exciting.
Yes, that is true. I remember my LGS asked me like, "What's this?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't know. I know just as much as you. You probably know more. You have the distro description at least." Yeah, because for anyone who doesn't know, I always say this every once in a while. I'm not an LGS. I do this because I like these games, I like these communities, and I just like having fun events for players. Mm-hmm. So if you ever ask Eagle, where's your store located? He don't got one.
He doesn't have one. Let's see if I get some
Yeah, it looks
lighting
like our
here.
players are reporting, so we should have our next round paired shortly.
Sweet. I haven't played any other Bandai stuff, but I heard that ultimate decks usually have unique the impact on the meta. I don't think that's always necessarily. Is that necessarily true? That's not always necessarily true. But
it depends on
go
which
ahead.
ones. So, like for example, let's walk through the Digimon ones. The first advanced star deck we got was the Beelza star deck, which led to a tier 0 format.
Right, but then we got bunnies, which didn't really do much.
It came with promos that were good for tier 1 decks, though.
That's true.
So, like, because you had the Magnamon, which was good for armor vaccine, or not armor vaccine, but for blue Magna. Magna X was definitely a tier 1 deck. I wouldn't say it's tier 0. But yeah, Bunnies was definitely a weaker deck.
And then we got Sakuya, which out of the box looks like it's tier 1 as well, with promos as well, like you said. Which the promos are actually kind of good. Like it seems like the best one is the Atmon one, but switching it to, but like the unique thing is that they always come with promos. At least in Digimon, they always came with promos, and they come with the sleeves, right? One Piece, they don't come with promos. No, I don't think any of their ultimate decks came with promos.
No, but they're like 3 decks in one, where you're able to like modify the deck a little bit. Like the 3 captains deck for One Piece, you have 3 leaders, so you can literally play the same deck. You just have 3 different leaders to play with.
And then they did 3 brothers. I think the newest ultimate decks don't do that though. So I think One Piece has been kind of weird, because it was 3 captains, then 3 brothers, then they did the purple ultimate deck, which was like Wano Straw Hats, I think, and now they're doing another yellow one, which is all again Straw Hats. But I don't think they do the ultimate, all the different leaders for those or promos.
Yeah, it just really depends on the flavor for how they push it. I would expect it to be more meta relevant though.
Yeah, that's fair. With something this with a game so young, and the power level of ultimate decks tend to be pretty interesting. So
I say we sit on table 2 for this round.
All right.
We didn't really get a full wing set in, and the other one's just like you're going to be watching wing against aggro, and it's just like it's over really fast, or it just grinds out the set. So
can't wait for the Three Stooges.
We got wing
deck.
guys.
That's
don't
funny.
worry. But what I would expect for the Gundam one, I would probably expect it to be at least a tier 2, if not fringe, just short of tier 1 deck. That was like the worst I would personally expect.
I can agree with that.
Because like I would definitely say Bunnies is not the perfect deck, but it's playable.
Right. It was definitely, all of them do have the unique ability to they are playable decks out of the box. So, well, maybe you still need to buy 2 of them to like combine certain things, but they're pretty close to fine. I think the Gundam Ultimate also is going to come with dice. Oh, maybe that's the thing. Instead of sleeves, they come with dice. I can imagine they also do like some fun, like some foil resources could be really nice for everybody.
Yeah, exactly though, Danny. Yeah, that's pretty much the power level I expect it to be. I think Bunnies is probably the worst one I've seen, because like the One Piece, the red purple stuff, you had a tier 0 law leader.
Right. But it was just I think it was just the leader. Like none of the cards from the actual deck made it through. There's
cards you would play. It had good reprints, because One Piece needed the reprints. They still need reprints, to be quite frank.
Maybe that's it. But I know the pure purple one has done nothing. So that's probably of all the ultimate decks we've talked about, the pure purple one's probably the worst one.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. The gear starter.
It was like a gear 5 Luffy. Yeah.
Yeah, he fringely came up in OP9.
And then we're about to get a yellow one, but we can't talk about that one in the context, because we don't know how well that's going to perform yet.
Yep. Thanks for hopping in, Danny. Appreciate it. But yeah, going into round 2 though, Wing is a pretty good deck. Do you guys know that?
I think most people hate that.
Yeah, Wing's honestly not a deck that we see a lot in my local scene. Like Wing is a deck that gets targeted so heavily. Like if you try playing it in our indie locals, you
Mm-hmm.
typically won't do well. Or if you do,
Mm,
it's like it's not winning because whoever you see at top tables is teched out or ready to play against you.
mm-hmm. And looks like Wing is gonna go. Oh no, this is the Breach deck versus Wing.
Yeah, it has Wing in it though,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like it's close enough.
So going
Basi-
first, we've decided we got the Zaku 2 down.
Yep, and now this is where if you're playing Wing, you go on defensive mode. You're like, shoot, I gotta respond to this. Where's my blocker? Where's my blocker? Tap
Mhm.
2, there's the blocker.
Nice.
So now we're going into level 3. So now this is like if you're playing 1 Year War and you do a swing here, you get scared that you're going to get pinged by something like a Gun Tank or Anksha.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, we're going to see Rest 1 for an OA. And you're like, dude, what the heck? This is white green
Yeah.
still. Then you realize, oh, it's Breach green white.
Oh, and then you see the Wu Fei get pitched too. You know exactly what's coming. And we're gonna get the Rick Diaz down. So we're not gonna be afraid to play slow. We do have to make sure we establish blockers, but we're probably really afraid of Shenlong coming down here at level. What's that? Is it level 5? Is that Shenlong or is it level 7? I can't remember.
Yeah, for everyone who's here in chat, though, hope you guys are enjoying this finals. But ultimately, I'm curious, what are you guys' thoughts on sim locals versus webcam locals? Because they're two very different beasts to handle.
Yeah.
Are you more excited to try doing something if it's on the sim? Or are you someone who just loves playing with your deck sleeved up? Maybe you're not the biggest fan of having a camera on you all the time, or maybe you just love that fact. It's the interaction. You feel like you're more at home in like in-person locals because you're able to see and talk and hear everything.
Mm-hmm. I feel like there's like multiple avenues of it. Like I think webcam wins in terms of like what you were saying, like the interpersonal relationship of it, right? You get to see people's hands, know that they're real people. But I feel like on sim, you're probably more inclined to not even speak to each other because we do run at Eggman events. We run not only webcam tournaments, but we run tournaments for the Fusion World official like card game sim, and those you join your table and players don't say a word to each other at all. It's a little of a dour mood when you experience it as a from the judge perspective.
Do you guys actually sit in the tables for anything?
Mm-hmm. Well, we decided that we do force the players to sit at the tables, so like there can't be like potential coaching. You know, right? You know, like I'm gonna Discord stream my game to some of my friends in my Discord, and we're just gonna have every turn super coached, right? But yeah, no, both players will still join the table and not say a word. So I don't know if Gundam will share in that experience, or the Dragon Ball players are more or less interpersonal, but that is something we've not noticed.
Yeah, I mean the thing for me is like it's a locals at the end of the day. Like if you're really that set on like winning a locals, I don't know, man.
No, I mean I agree with you.
Like you can have a whole team coaching against you. I get entirely what you're saying, but it's like you can have a whole team coaching you, and sometimes like you just go against like a good player who just beats you.
Oh, for sure. No, that because we did start. It was actually the forcing the players at the table was a player requested rule. Well, like originally me and Eggman didn't care because we were just like, whatever. It's an automated sim. Is like you can't see your opponent's hand and like, whatever. But a lot of the players actually requested that, like, no, force the players to sit at the table so we minimize one way of coaching potentially.
Yeah, that's fair. It makes sense. It's one of those things we can look at. Like I said, it's a pilot run of just seeing like how Friday goes.
Right, for sure. I think it's gonna go great. I'm just telling you. In terms of like what's more fun, I think the webcams are still more fun because people tend to be a little more or less social on the webcam version or the sim versions. Although One Piece has a couple sim tournaments. I don't know how those go though.
They run at least once a month. I've seen them advertised, and I was really into it. I was almost going to join one, but I was like, I don't have to.
I would also think like in the beginning of a set, it gives people more freedom, right? Like when, instead of doing the proxy week, doing the sim week, where like assuming the sim's already updated with the new stuff, probably gets more people excited to try out the new stuff instead of just sitting on their old stuff. It's hard to say.
Yeah, we're proxying a deck. Yeah.
All right, week 0 comes down, or sorry, not wing. Classic wing comes down, and we're gonna breach into. We're pretty aggressive, but we are going into. Dang, we're not even close to levels. We used one of our. We once again used that EX resource, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're just able to be hyper aggressive with this white green breach deck.
Seeing the Shenlong on time is probably the single most important thing.
Yeah, and we just have a Zaku chilling, you know. He doing his job. He's swinging.
We're actually gonna
shield.
swing with the Lifrith. I don't know about that.
I mean, look at what you're presenting to your opponent. The best thing they can do is do a Shenlong link of your own, so you can pop the Lifrith while swinging into the other Shenlong, breaching to get rid of a base, and it's like, okay, you still have a Wing Zero or a Wing Gundam and a Zaku on board.
Yeah, but now I feel like because we swung with the Lifrith, now we're free to just, instead of it having to be Shenlong, we can just maybe just have the pilot with the wing go into the Shenlong, clear that, and then that frees us up to just play blockers.
I mean, you still have to have a link in order to like contest the board.
That's fair. And we are going to attack into the Lifrith. That's no bueno.
But it's okay, guys. We're playing a best of 3 tonight. So our players, you don't get high rolled in 1 game, you gotta at least beat them in 2 games.
That's true. Gang. What's up? Alright. Wing Gundam, I'm gonna swing just into the base with the... Oh no, we're trading. Oh, breach 5. Okay, makes sense to me. And then Zaku into the base. We're gonna clear. Oh no, we have the unforeseen incident. Now what do we do? We go in and clear the base. And now we have a whole turn of ahead of us. Gross. Resting 4. Is it another wing? If it's another wing, that's game ending. All we have to do is present enough bodies that don't get cleared by Wing 0 and we win the game. And I think we've done just that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I just see so many bodies sideways, and it's just like Kira L doesn't do enough, Wing 0 doesn't do enough. I think it's probably the cool part playing these like aggressive breach decks, where it's just like, I want to eventually have a big body that doesn't care about what your deck is.
Yeah. And then so wing into wing.
Yep, makes sense. You breach, get rid of a body you can't normally swing into. If you have a Wing Gundam 0, you can get rid of the 2 Zaku babies. And now you just hope for last life base, see how it goes.
Yeah, seems like it. Yeah, we just didn't. Looks like Wing 0, though the traditional white green, just didn't see a good. Didn't see a good curve, didn't see the stuff they wanted, and honestly, seeing Shenlong Wu Fei on curve is probably the best thing that could have happened for the breach deck.
Yep. Going into game 2 though, getting a choice of first or second in this round, you might totally rethink your curve just because you saw what your opponent was playing into you. Like, I'm trying to think, okay, if I know I'm going against a more aggressive breach deck, do I want to take the first turn away from them? Which I don't think you do. I think you want to go second still.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
In case you guys are curious, my Digimon judge Michael is asking how the Michaels are doing. 50% of the final people left are Michaels. We had a fun streak of a Michael winning every Gundam or Digimon tournament for like 3 or 4 weeks in a row. But it's like we have like 3 or 4 Michaels that play Gundam.
Oh yeah. It was
In case you guys don't know about that fun little server lore, it was just onslaught of Michael after Michael playing Gundam and Digimon. But here we are going into game 2 of round 2. But yeah, set 3 coming out though. I'm excited. I'm going to be building Clan. That's probably going to be my first deck I try building. It didn't get a lot of support, but at least can feel more complete.
That's fair.
And we still have some more information to get about set 3. So hoping for maybe early game units. If we don't get early game units, at least like ways to not die to aggro.
Yeah. We'll have to see.
Clan is such a fun like deck archetype that I'm excited to play. And like I mentioned, if you're playing in my Friday Sim tourney, I got a bounty for anyone who plays Clan. The best placing Clan deck gets a half a booster box.
Was it Clan and Preen?
Yeah, Clan and purple green. Yeah, purple green before we get a purple green deck.
Yep. Can't wait for the starter decks. Yeah, no, I'm excited for Celestial Being. I'm sure people are happy for Hathaway as well. Let's go. Which deck is going to take home the gold before CB takes over? Is it theorized that Celestial Being's that good right now?
It has really cool tools in the arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue is just like it doesn't have 2 sets of support, and the card depth is lacking.
That's been my fear as well. No, not at all. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. You're just hyping it up.
It's fun. It looks fun. I want to build it.
I don't think Celestial Being is going to be crazy. Probably Clan, but that's not high praise. That is not high praise, Zephyr. Uh-oh. Fun, but not top tier. Rest in peace, Clan. Or Celestial Being. That link station this Friday finna feed us good. That's what the word on the street says.
Hey, Zaf got fed. Zaf got fed some good support in set 3.
That's true.
It's possible. It can be done for any deck. You know, I'm just waiting for like the link station to be like, okay guys, here's like the ultimate spoiler, and it's just like some random statted vanilla. It's like, this is what you guys been asking for, right? And it's just like a goofy level 10, like 12/12 body.
Yeah.
Actual question, would a level 10 12/12 body be good? I think it'd be insane. Like compared to your other things you have in the game right now, like wings. Your wing Gundams can't turn into the 10 drop 12/12.
That's true, but I feel like the problem there is like games don't go to 10 that often.
Yeah, if you're playing against aggro, it's a brick, but the stats are so insane for that payoff. That's and if it's like white, you can make a blocker with Kigali, be hilarious. That's like a true tower, though. You know, like for Gundam, like, what are you going to do about this? It's massive. Bip Sword Strike Link getting that Zwart blocker off the field. Zaku gets a swing and punch in, finding another Zwart in shields. That Zwart's going to eternally be in hand for the rest of the set, I feel.
Yeah, it's just never going to get played. Wow, this is another gross start, I feel, for the breach deck.
Aggro. Yeah. aggro breach. I'm not quite sure what you would label this, but it's white green aggro, white green
Breaking breach.
Yeah,
I like saying breach. Breach is pretty comfortably the focus.
yeah.
It's like we're gonna rest 3. Hope we have something to clear this sword strike, but I doubt it.
And now to follow up the sword strike link, we got a Shenlong link. I feel like this might be a cooked set. It might be cooked already.
Cooked. Yeah.
Swing, go face, call it a day. It passed to you. Problem to you. It's like your optimal link here is like an Ale Strike link, bouncing the Sword Strike, swinging in the Shenlong, shrinking it by 2, living with 1 HP. And then what happens? Sword Strike comes down, bounces the Ale. That's bad. But you're pushing face, leaving them to 0 shields, which is good.
Yeah, I think we're just too far. We're just too deep. Guess we'll have to see. Yeah, that's not a great start. Looks like we got a link pair of a Wing Gundam. Bird mode. Looks like we're gonna swing into the Shenlong. That's gonna be a full trade. One link pair wins us the game. We're gonna play a Lifrith.
Yeah, I was going to say, if we have another Shenlong, it's game. Because Shenlong on swing, pop Lifrith, Wing Gundam, that's equally as potent.
It's just over. Oof.
Swing in the Lifrith. Breach, you get a Chang in the hand. Zaku in the shields. If you get that unforeseen incident, you might debate using it here just because it gives you a chance to live. Yep, that's what the pop is. It's unforeseen. And you're probably still going face with Sword Strike because you got 3 bodies. You're going to make it their problem to figure out, unless you're scared of them having a base in hand. If they have a base in hand, you're fine with them playing it because they're not putting bodies down, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's how I see it as well. And like your board is still kind of Wing 0 proof anyway. Are we even going to 8 next turn? I don't even think so. 6, yeah. We even chose to go first as the Wing 0 player. Yeah, we're just scooping. Wow, that's our hand.
It's a good card, I thought, right?
It's a pretty good card, but maybe drawing that many. Maybe not. Maybe seeing some pilots would have helped.
Yep. If I want to hop over to table 1, that was not the match I was expecting to see finish first.
Absolutely not.
But I just want to say congratulations to our players for making it to the season finals, making it past round 1 against some of the stronger pilots too. Like, even if you don't win this event, just making it to this event is a really good end season end cap, knowing where you were, and it gives you something to shoot for next season too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Jubalna was our wing player, and they've pretty much always been a wing player ever since playing in these online events. In case you are curious, this is in the early steps of Game 2 with the wing player up Game 1. Thank you, Judge, for that. Yeah, our other Michael, though, He's been on white-green decks for quite a while. He's played a little bit of aggro here and there, so it kind of lines up with the decks he's played this season. But in this game, we have another Michael playing against Wing here. So, guys, will we get a Michael finals?
That's probably, I mean, there's a good chance.
Can we drop one of those fun polls? Will it be Michael versus Michael in the finals? Basically asking, do we think blue-red beats a Wing? Yeah, just very cleanly, we're getting our board. We're getting our defenses up. Because we know they're going to be pushing face. Their stats are pretty good against the blockers, which is what red emphasizes better. Versago being Versago being a 4/4 attack that breaches and can also do damage on swing. Super powerful.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But for all 40 of y'all watching our season finals, welcome. We're in the middle of our top 4 matches right now. We have confirmed white-green breach aggro making it to the finals. And it's either going to be blue-red aggro here, or it's going to be Wing. And we got Kira Ale coming down, bouncing one body. We're going to be swing shrinking into another. Looks like we have a Atherin under one RX, and then we have an Amro under the other. So we're going to go ahead and shrink the one that has the Atherin underneath. So we only take 2 damage. Makes it a little bit more difficult for them to trade into 3 damage versus... or 3 HP versus 2 HP left is a pretty massive difference, especially if you have ping units.
Yeah.
And just saying, we're going to commit this RX swing into that 6 HP base. 6 HP bases are kind of hard to break naturally, so we're going to go ahead and take it out while we can. Play MA mode, play Rezel, saying, you know what? Wing doesn't really impact me too negatively here. Yes, you can try doing another trade with your Kira Ale into my RX, but I'm so far ahead on shields. He's got time to potentially find that lethal link. But yeah, like I said, first thing we're doing, we're trading it into that RX. It's gone. And we're seeing on how many resources? 6? Yeah, so 3 and 3, 2 for Lifrith, 4 for Ale. Passing turn back to blue-red.
And I don't know. I think this board still favors, after all that, I think blue-red is still kind of favored here. We're going to go sideways. Rezel is kind of just a free attack, but we do hit into a pilot.
Yep, duo. That's something we have not seen in wing decks for a while.
Yeah, two. Honestly, both wing decks tonight have been very interesting in the sense that like the techs they've been running are kind of ones we haven't really been seeing. Like, obviously, the bird mode is something we've seen on its way out for the most part in duo as well.
Yep, and here comes Versago down. Like I mentioned, getting them down low in shields, you'll be able to swing, apply damage to a unit.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's 2 damage if your opponent has 2 shields or less remaining.
All right, what's the plan?
Yeah, it's just trying to find the angle to have the most survivability. But it's sword strike, swing into Rezel, bouncing to 2/2, taking 2 damage. That's basically a 2-for-1 in terms of just like assessing board threats and damage. That Versago will be able to swing and pop the sword strike though. And when you swing pop sword strike, Lifrith can't block it, because if you do, you still get breached over and you're 4/4. Your stats are crazy good.
All right, looks like we're gonna rest the 2.
Oh, you actually can't because it has to have 5 or less AP. I'm sorry, I forgot about that condition.
All All right, so okay, Versago goes in. We're gonna do that before playing any cards. Interesting.
Yep, and we're just going to let that one through there. Another MA mode. I feel like we're probably short on pilots. Yeah, now we're finally going to be touching our shields as a resource here. Get our 4/2 token. Do we draw our shield card out of life? I might have done it all together. I just might have missed that.
They did take the shield, yeah.
Okay.
All right,
so we are at 8 resources now.
mm-hmm.
But if you swing into Versago, you bounce Tallgoose, you get rid of Versago, you're losing your body, you keep a blocker up. And I think you're just positioned well as Wing here, even though you have 1 shield left.
Yeah, I think so too, but you do gotta be careful. Do you... I guess you don't really want to wing 0 here. Doesn't feel great. Doesn't seem great to do that. You could do something like we swing the sword strike. Oh no, we're just going wide with duo. Gonna get the first strike on the Versago. Okay. That lets you keep the maximum amount of bodies on board as well.
Yep, while also breaking base, getting rid of token. You're pretty happy with that.
And you keep your blocker. Okay, not bad. You still lose to Amuro Ray link pair, but unless we have an unforeseen.
I mean, if you get Amuro, you get Amuro, you know?
I don't know, this late into the game, you would have assumed they've used it by now, so.
Yeah, when we came in, we saw 2 pilots under 2 RXs, so we know the chance of an RX coming down is a lot less likely. Busey's going to go ahead and pump up the MA mode. What are we going to bump into here? We can bump into Death Scythe, I think, right? Oh, we're actually going Shield.
Going
Striker
straight
Pack
shield,
makes
yeah.
a 3/3 token.
Ooh, that's huge. What are we doing here? Ooh, just
2 more of those 1-drops that keep getting taxed every turn. They keep going to hand. They keep taxing. But you might as well play them because you got nothing else to use your resources on.
Yep. Still awkward to go wing 0 here, I think. So let's see what they try to do. I think it's what? 5 shields? 5 shields with 4 attacks, so not quite where we want to be, but we'll see if we can. Wing 0 clears most of the board.
Yeah, most of the board on both sides.
So you can do something like
Yeah, we're going to be pushing face, I think, here because we have a wing 0 in hand, if I had to guess. Yep, shield. It's an RX, so we know where 3 of them are. Death Scythe shield. Or into unit. You probably go shield here because I imagine you swing sword strike into. Oh no, we're actually going into the body there.
mm-hmm.
We'd rather not give them the card back in hand. Okay.
Yeah, I would have. That's definitely a stressful decision. Not giving them the card back in hand is huge because like if any of those swings into shield were the were a pilot and then you just gave them back the link pair, that could have been really bad.
Yep, there's Versago. And holding on to a card. My guess is that's probably an Amuro Sing in hand. If that's an Amuro Sing in hand, we should be sitting pretty good against blockers.
Yeah. Zero. Ooh.
The Salius coming out of life. That means we get a draw a life. Break the base, which is fine. Base its purpose. It drew us a card. And we see a Justice Gundam coming down here. We gotta make a 2/2 token. Doesn't matter when Versago swings, we gotta pop that token anyways.
We're at 4. It's gonna be
Wing.
0. Oh,
Yep,
so
turn
we
pass.
lose? Yeah.
Amuro and Mamo. That's game. We're going to game 3, guys. Blue red aggro against Wing. Wing actually did really well stabilizing there at the end, though. Like sometimes you just get double linked and you get double linked, you know?
Yeah. And even then, the double link didn't matter there, right? Because I think we clear the.
Yeah.
Oof.
Like it's just super well positioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely was a good match.
Yeah, that was really strong. Oh no. Someone told him that pile shuffling. He's pile shuffling. Stop him. Cops, where are you?
Honestly, like the whole thing is like as long as you're not slow playing, and if we look at the timer for tonight, like they got plenty of time. This is top cuts, best of 3. We're kind of vibing. We got 33 minutes to play one game.
I absolutely agree.
A green deck with Death Scythe, which other color units are a good fit. So Death Scythe is the whole focus on it is getting the powerful first strike effect, which is good against like the tall stack decks. So if we see a format where you're seeing like white red being really good, blue red being good, but then you just get first strike then too, you can lose your value that you try playing for, especially with stuff like K-Shat.
Yep.
Yeah, but going into game 3, we're ready. We're going. And we got one drop. We got Gun Tank going down. Turn pass back to Wing, level 2. You have a Zor or you pass normally here. Or OA, I guess.
Looks like they're going to. They got something. They're reaching.
Yeah. Boosty coming down to support the Gun Tank so Gun Tank can break base. Now we spend 1 on a base. So, you know what? We can soak up a hit. It'll be fine.
Lifrith. Not bad.
Yeah, but these players both know exactly what they're looking for. They know what to see. They know what's going to be moving where. So this is typically what you see in these higher level tables. Like when both players are just vibing, you know exactly what the expectation is for what we're aiming to get. Like you see the numbers, you see the lines. It's not decision making. It's just flow pathing for them. You know, when you just play a game so much, you just know what rhythms you're looking for.
So there's enough damage on the board to clear the base. But not much after that, unless we see Amuro Array, and we're just gonna send everything at the base.
And for all 47 of you joining to watch us, welcome. We hope you guys are enjoying the stream. We have been here watching some Gundam game action here for how long have we been live for? What, like 2 hours, something like that?
Close to 2 hours, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds about right for season finals, though. I mean, we spent almost a full time in round 1.
Ooh, we got the... We're ramping. That's 2 ramps this game so far. So next turn, we're already going to go into Wing 0. And we started first, so... That is pretty big. Our opponent is only level 6 to us going to 8. Yeah. They went second.
I just want to say, bow now in chat. Thank you so much for playing the season, man. We really enjoyed having you. We were watching that game. You were linked against like what 2 or 3 times. They had the strong links every time came up. But yeah, it is very good gameplay though. Very good gameplay. And we're excited to see what this next season brings. I know we're kind of revamping some stuff. We're seeing how sim works. We're seeing how webcams would look like if we want to keep doing that. It's just a lot of decision points. That's why I haven't posted a lot yet for it.
Yeah.
But Friday's going to be a really good see for how the community feels on things. And Digimon, we have our season stuff posted already. Right. Sundays and Mondays. Monday's going to be the first event just because we're going to be hopping back into things.
Their finals was this Monday, right?
No, that was just a win-a-box. Their finals is this Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, just because they said, hey, we want to see Monday, Sunday locals, and I said, you know what, we can just do our season finals on Sunday and then hop into season starting Monday. So everyone gets excited to start playing again. New set comes out for Digimon 2.
Oh, true. That's going to be very exciting. Ooh, we get the token, 3/3 token. Do you block that or let that through? No, you let it through. I guess that makes sense. We're so far behind. Ugh.
Yeah, I will say, Bono, we are going to be trying to do both, sim and webcam events. I don't see us entirely replacing one or the other until after the season. We'll see how things feel. But my goal is to have one of each. The sim ones are probably just going to be free giant tournaments with a top cut every Friday. Or every other Friday, maybe. I'm not sure if it's going to be every week, but we're going to try pushing for it. Yeah, sorry. Back to the gameplay at hand, though.
Yeah,
we got all our level 4 3 drops here.
All our 4 HP units are on the board. It's making Wing Zero's life a nightmare. It looks like we're going to swing at base with this blocker. Oh no, we're trading. Okay. And we used one resource to... Interesting. We still have plenty of cards in hand for red-blue here.
Yeah, it really comes down to, do we have a pilot to get the AP bump on RX? Bouncing the MA mode, saying, you know what, that's not as big of a threat. We're going to put our Zord down. Having a Duo underneath Ale is pretty annoying. If I remember correctly, Duo has 2 HP, so you have a pretty big butt.
Yep. But that 6 HP means we can't be armored.
And that is the clip dumped.
Yeah.
If we get one pilot off the top deck, one pilot out of life, it's going to be a pretty big swing.
Yep. We're going to finally see the first shield damage maybe from green-white here.
I mean, you're trying to survive still, so you're going to be careful with that. Because, you're staring down 4 bodies with a 6 HP base and 1 shield.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these players, they're, like I said, they're flowing. They're flow charting. They know what they're looking for. They're hoping to see an out. Duo underneath Ale just provides so many defensive pivots that you can't normally get with Ale and Kira.
Right. It looks like we're
Yep.
gonna swing. Get the EX base out of the way.
Yep, that makes sense. It's not a blocker, so you turn it sideways, play another blocker, play another big body, turn pass. That's just so clean, like seeing all the cards flying and flying, sliding, gliding.
Dog buff.
The dog, dog's trying to help draw for turn. Don't forget, draw for turn, dude.
I know, I only have 2 anyway. You're resting 3. RX78. Jesus Christ, this draw.
Guys, we got quads. We got quads, chat.
We got double quads because I think we saw 4 MA modes as well.
Now, if we're playing Ultimate Texas Hold'em at a casino, that's a pretty good payout.
Jesus Christ.
Or Mississippi Stud, that's an insane payout in Mississippi Stud.
I go OA.
You guys can tell I'm getting ready for Vegas. Vegas Nationals, guys. If OA draw 2, trash 1, pretty quick decision. Anything keeps us alive while we're able to push some damage. Amuro to hand.
Damn it.
That's not what you want to see. Because now he can rest an ale or rest as wart. Like the thing is, like, it's not a misplay to swing into shields. You have to swing into shields eventually.
Yeah, it was there. You had to get through it eventually. Especially if they're sitting at what, 6 shields, you'll never have enough bodies to justify.
At least the wing can swing over one of the active units, so that'll help out a little bit.
Like
we
you
have
get
another
like
one.
what, you get rid of 1 RX78. No, you get rid of the MA mode.
There's a chance that we can link and turn everything sideways, go for game if we don't think we survive, right? No, we're short 1. That's 3 shields. Right? Or maybe we can link for game because you swing, you swing. I think that's 3 shields.
They're 4. Because the
It
first
might
wing,
even be 4.
because the first wing attack did. The first wing attack was the EX base. This is the second wing attack, puts you to 5, and then the breach just puts you to 4. This is a nuts draw, for the record. Like, absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, having so many RXs getting our quads down. I'm like, just the fact that Amuro single-handedly gets rid of a blocker, swings, breaks a base, forces a block, pretty impactful. Because what's going to happen is you pair Amuro to RX rests as warp because you want to swing and get rid of a big blocker, right?
Yep.
You can't rest a 6 HP ale, so if they want to give that up, that's fine with you. But you're going to be losing your 4/4 ale to an RX. Justice comes down. We do get another blocker, which is nice.
Oh, giving
Playing
up our
over
wings
wing
here.
0. Yeah.
Playing for the removal route. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, we got live, he says. And that makes sense. Yeah, I get it.
So because of the Amuro, like you said, one of these little blockers is up, but I wouldn't be against blocking the whatever paired RX78 comes at us. Like, I wouldn't be against blocking it with our duo. That gets rid of the RX78 buff, meaning we'll still be able to tank multiple hits on our base.
Like, we're not losing our board to a Wing Gundam 0, which is nice because all the RXs have 4 HP. And honestly, if the set 1 RX had 4 HP, you would probably see it played more often.
Yep.
It's just literally because of that you won't see it played. Yep, so we're attempting to break base here, so this has to be blocked. If you don't block this as a wing, you're basically saying, yeah, I'm fine with you using 1 swing to get rid of a base instead of 2. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I mean, I almost say you have You have to block with the duo. I would want to. I would want to block with the duo. Get the body off the board.
Yeah, and you just acknowledge, like, if he has another Amuro, he has another Amuro.
Which would have had to be in a top deck Amuro, so.
Yeah, I think I'm on board with that line of thought. So, chat, what do you think? Is it going to be Michael versus Michael's final? Everyone says yes. It's going to be Michael versus Michael's. They believe in blue-red here.
All right, so still debating, but
yeah, are we going all in this turn?
maybe you
Depends
have
on what the block is.
maybe you have to block with Zwart here.
I mean, if you block, you're blocking with token first. If you're not blocking with the big guy, because the philosophy is you have to get. Oh, he's letting it through.
Let it through.
So we have 1, 2, 3 blocks for 4 swings. We're not dead. So I guess I see his line of thought. He's like, you don't have another link. If you have another Amuro, you would have just used them both and said GG. Right?
Yeah. But now I'm worried about because like the Zwart. So the other line, because to me, like obviously we live in a world where neither happened, but you either block with the ale, which gets rid of the big body, which gets rid of the RX-78 buff, right? Or you block with Zwart, since Zwart can't attack face anyway, and then you just leave a board up that's threatening lethal. Those are the routes that I was mentally thinking of.
And it's an Atherin going underneath another RX here. So we have +2 AP on the whole board.
Oh,
Says, you know what?
wow.
That's enough. I can swing with these guys and you're losing your bodies. Like 5 attack RX here gets through pretty much everything. The only thing you're not getting through is a 6 HP ale, but forcing a block on token block there, you get repair on top of it, so it doesn't even feel bad.
I think you let this through now.
I mean, you can fish for trigger or burst effects in life, which isn't wrong because you know there's not guaranteed lethal against you. Plus, if it's last life base, you can adjust with that. If it's a pilot, you can open up some lines. If it is a command like unforeseen, it doesn't save you necessarily, but it decentivizes them swinging more.
Yeah.
Because having 2 RX pair effects basically says unforeseen's not enough now.
Ooh,
and we
blocking
are
with
blocking this one.
I don't know how I feel about that one, because now we can just attack into it.
Now you got other blockers if you're worried about that.
That's fair.
Like, if you're attacking into sale, you're just going to let it go, probably. I will say both players definitely playing really well, and this is where the decision points are really being made. Like your early lines, like you block, you swing, you block, you swing.
I like blocking with
maybe
Zwart.
you trade. Yep. And we're swinging with a 6 HP or 6 AP, 6 HP attacker, just because we have 2 RX pair effects right now.
Confirming we're attacking to shield. Okay. Now the gem.
4 AP gem gets traded with a token here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And with that we have with that, we have lethal. If we just need a link pair from Wing Zero to win the game here. Because I think it's 4 shields. 3 shields plus base. So 1 link pair does it. Good chance they don't have it though. I guess we'll see.
I mean, if you're also thinking about surviving, Wing can swing into Togus, Breach. Justice swings into like RX. Damage AL swings into damage RX. Naked AL stays on board. I think you always open up with a Wing Gundam against Togus token though.
Yeah, that's too easy. I agree with that.
You have to remember, we do have 2 RXs on field with pilots underneath, though.
Looks like we're trading something away. So what did we swing into? We swung into...
It's a board wipe. Board wipes do be good. Amaro, if it's RX.
Damn it.
If it's RX.
No, it can't be RX.
Oh yeah, we had the quads.
Yeah, we already have all 4, brother. Yeah.
He's like, wait, just let me check my sanity real quick.
Is there anything else that pairs with it? Like Jim doesn't.
Gun cannon does if you run that as a tech. Some builds of blue red do run it because some of them have Saylas with it for the Sayla gun cannons. Put 1 damage on Justice, pass. Setting up for the totally not Amro rest blocker line. Is the game going to come down to we don't have another blocker?
Oh, base, but that's fine.
He chooses not to use it because he wants a last life base.
Yeah.
Last life base.
Wow.
Guys, that was the correct play of not taking the burst of a base in life because you have to have last life base.
Okay.
Barely caught it. Barely caught it myself. Now, does he win here? No, because sequencing was done correctly. We have 2 blockers, but there's a chance now.
Alright, so play Justice.
He got the dopamine rush, but it wasn't enough. There we go. But that's a decision you don't see a lot of people get to making because it is something that if you're playing for like high level play, you don't think about it like a locals. You don't think about, oh, it's best to not activate this burst because maybe I have my next base in life and that gives me the extra HP I need to not die this turn and reverse lethal them.
Wow, that was really cool, well set up. That I would have thought red blue had it there at the end, but being able to establish the board clear with like really good math was just kind of awesome to see, honestly.
Yep, and now we're going into our finals, guys. Are we excited?
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, very good game though. Very good game. For all 50 of you guys watching the stream, welcome. We hope you guys have enjoyed it. Going into the finals of our Season 3 Gundam event. You see, Michael's ready. Michael said it's not a Michael versus Michael match in the finals, but I will take this. Take a moment, get your deck shuffled up. I'm going to grab some more. I'll be right back.
You know what,
That's what I'm saying.
Me too. I'm going to be right back too. All right, chat. I'm back.
I've returned with water and a bag of chips. I have not had dinner yet. Right before stream started, I had like 2 sweet potatoes that were like roasted.
Yeah, right before. Was it right before I went to Checkers? I had a Checkers burger. It was great.
Checkers is pretty good. Checkers is pretty good.
Is it Checkers over there? Or is it Rallies?
I think we actually have both.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah. I want to say Rallies is what we have downtown Indy though.
Okay.
Yeah, but going into our finals here, Wing versus Breach Aggro Wing deck. I don't know what you really want to call it. But yeah, water is good. We definitely need some after talking for so long, being live for what, like 2.5 hours almost.
All right, so Wing Zero gets to go second. I think that's usually ideal, but we'll have to see what our plan is. It looks like we instantly kept from the Wing Zero deck as well. If I remember, this is going to be the Breach deck versus Wing Zero one more time. So let's see if they can back-to-back defeat Wing Zero matchups here. If not three-peat Wing Zero matchups? I forget. But I guess we'll see. All right. No turn one play from either player. Here's our turn 2 play. It's going to go ahead and be the Zaku 2. Nice.
Now, technically, this is not an open deck list format. Season finals, it's closed deck list. But it makes it exciting when you see a Zaku and you're like, crud, I don't know what he's playing. What is this guy cooking? I see a Zaku, I see a Lifrith.
We're going to replace our own base. Interesting. Here comes Wart.
Yeah, sometimes if you do that early and get a 6 HP base against a 3 attack unit, it makes math really awkward. So it's like honestly more defensive to do that than to try soaking a free hit on the EX base and then playing the base.
Makes sense.
Yeah, just Sword Strike pass. We're trying to say, hey, that is work. It may not be doing much these next few turns. Ale comes down. Do we pop EX for Akira? It doesn't look like it, so we just pass, and we're just curving into blockers.
Just putting up the wall. We're not seeing any of the. We're not quite there at the crazy starts that we saw previously with the Shenlongs, etc.
But Shenlong would go really hard here.
It would.
One year. Have you been subscribed for a year, Stanley?
Oh, hey, yeah. Look at that.
Or is that what the acorn? That's the 1 year acorn.
I think that is. Yeah, I think green is the one I set for the 1 year. That's awesome.
Look at that.
It's crazy that we started this more than a year ago now.
Yeah, I mean, Digimon was like, I'm not saying Digimon's not hot right now, but Digimon was super hot back then, and I was getting ready to move. It was a perfect time. My computer had issues. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I remember.
From my
you were
laptop.
overheating. You would overheat just with your webcam and your mic on with me.
Yeah.
Oh, those are times.
Had a broken fan, I think it was.
I think so. All right, so Sword Strike. So we do have the Sword Strike link pair, which is nice. Gets rid of the Zort. And we're just letting some of these both of these attacks through. I think they're trying to fish out, 2-for-1s on blocks.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, our Lifrith is protecting our aggressive units.
Yeah.
Which, if you ask like one of my judges back in the day, Federal, he absolutely loved the idea of white-green aggro.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, dude, my Lifrith's got to protect my weenies. Because it's just so high statted for no reason.
Yeah.
I also will say, a year ago, we were not doing prize wall points.
Yeah.
I was tracking everything in forums, and my gosh, guys, that was so much. That was so much work.
You did a lot. Now are we still working towards having that website or no?
We have the website up. That's how we do ticket sales.
Okay.
For redeeming points, it fills out form, do a DM. I'm probably going to look at adding something in the future for it. But at this moment, I don't really have anything implemented. I'm just happy to have the next steps of not doing manual tickets every single week.
That's fair. We did have the link pair wing with a pair for the Ale Strike, which that allowed us to bounce the Lifrith, and then we attacked into one of the Sword Strikes, the paired Sword Strike to be exact, and the Kira -2 to help us stay there, and then wing 0 goes into the next one. Ooh, this is gonna be nice. Do we have the Wu Fei? Wow, we do have the Wu Fei, so that's gonna instantly get rid of the Lifrith, or maybe the Ale, or is it by level? I forget. He cares about level, so it's probably
it pops the Lifrith, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember how Shenlong reads. I know I just picked up alts for myself. I almost have a playset of them because I think it looks amazing, first of all. Level 3 or lower unit as we destroy. With blocker in particular.
Mm-hmm. Are we deciding where we attack? No. Ooh, hitting the duo. That could be really good if we have the Hell Scythe, which we do know we like running, and we are going to trade away the Zaku for the Wing Gundam. So from here, I mean, we can just trade the board away, continue to trade the board away, since that favors us. No, never mind. We got the duo Hell Scythe busted. That puts us at 8 next turn, which is going to be perfect. It's only going to be 8 on time now because we did have to use our EX resource.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, Risu, something I just meant to ask you in general. How's the week's been going now that I know Mondays you're busy with your part-time job, right? Have you missed streaming?
I do, man. Like, okay, so it's been a double Digimon content hit for me, because the way I've been able to keep in tune with Digimon specifically has been on Mondays. We have the weekly stream, right? And then you get to see what everyone's playing, what's doing well, what's winning, and watching people play, learning the cards as I get to see them for the first time, or chat correcting me, and then actually getting to play on Fridays at my weekly local. And now both of those days are the days I work. So like my interaction with the Digimon TCG has just like dropped. And I like, yes, I miss streaming. I miss it a lot. I'll say that. It is funny because like when I gave my boss the spiel of like my application, I was like, just give me any day but Monday. I don't care. And sorry, Gundam, you guys are in my heart too, but we started somewhere. We don't forget where we came from. And and he gave me exactly Monday, and I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, but we got Sundays to tweak with now.
Yeah, Sunday. I'll be excited for that. And then last week we had the crazy week
Thursday.
for free tournaments.
Yep, I have to ship out all that prizing still.
Oh, good luck.
I told myself I wasn't going to do it like one at a time. I was just going to do it all at once. But yeah, I'm super excited to see how next season goes. I feel like this is going to be an upswing for Digimon. We've had like pretty consistent flows lately, but I think we can see some good growth going into this next season.
I think
Same with Gundam. I think Gundam's going to have growth.
I think Gundam and Digimon I think Digimon suffered from Gundam's release, but now we're seeing people come back to the game, and then Gundam suffers from Riftbound's release, and kind of like a lackluster set 2. So I think with a set 3 and kind of people like those that don't mesh with Riftbound particularly coming back to Gundam, I think, and that's to say like Gundam was still selling out its regionals and stuff. So
yeah. But yeah, Digimon looks interesting. I don't know how I feel about Jupitermon as a deck, but I definitely see its potential.
That's where I want to. That's gonna be the deck I build. I don't know. I don't always build a deck, but I'm building that one. Oh, the Breach deck also runs Wing Zero. Wow, that's intense. We're gonna pass on that.
That's why I was struggling. Like, what do I call this? Like Breach aggro. We got Wing Gundam Zero topping though.
I didn't really. Yeah, this is the first time I get to see the fact that they're running Wing Zero. So yeah.
Sometimes the math is just good. But we've definitely been putting pressure on very well here. Having a high maneuver swing's also really powerful. Not being able to block or interact with the attack might be enough to secure a game, but we'll have to see.
I think so. How does this work out? We swing with Wing Gundam into the Lifrith, get the breach guaranteed. Then Lifrith just attack into shield. That puts our opponent down to 2. Hell Scythe into shield as well. You just swing out. I think you just swing out. If you have bodies to play that don't die to Wing Zero, you play those bodies, especially if they're above level 4 as well for the Wing Zero or the Wing Gundam on board. And you should have game pretty comfortably. Because like as cool as a card Wing Zero is, as big of a boss monster as he is, unless you link pair it, it's not clear in desert base. So we're actually pretty healthy in terms of our shield economy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Gundam's also in the early set days where it's like you just play the well-statted cards and they can do well. That's why Rezel was so good in the beta format. Because a 4-3 going into 4-4 stat lines is pretty crazy.
That's true.
Yeah, just having a much more aggressive curve, those proved to work out very well. But now it's just decision point of like, what do we have our resources or what lines do we have with our resources? Are we going for double link? I don't think you have double link in this deck unless you have double sword strike links. Yeah, even Lifrith's going in the face, saying, you know what? I don't think I'm dying to you right now. Kira Ale, bounce and swing. Nothing to bounce, but we get the swing. And then Dust Scythe.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty comfortable board to go for lethal here. Pretty strong.
Now hear me out. If you had Gundam Amuro here.
That'd be pretty good too.
Yeah, I will say though, season finals today, we've had a good variety of decks.
Yeah.
It's not been the exact same deck anywhere. The closest we have is like 3 variations of Wing, but they're all pretty different. One's Death Scythe Wing, one's Aggro Wing, and one's Shenlong Wing.
And I think every game people have made it to like level 8, level 9 at least. Like we haven't seen like the crazy. It hasn't been one crazy 1 year war rush aggro where they just win like before you even get to level 6, right?
Yeah.
Which for the two extremes of everybody in chat, the people that like obviously for a while here in GD02, I think it was a 2-deck format of 1 Year War versus Wing Zero, and I think I would venture to comfortably say that I'm losing it. I would venture to say that like in those two extremes, I much rather Wing Zero than 1 Year War winning games and like before you even get to play. That was definitely an interesting time. Looks like we're trading. Oh, interesting. Once again, are we going to swing over something else? Okay, do we have the blockers to line it all up? Okay, Rick Diaz. Shenlong. Okay, so it's now become find a way to get rid of the Rick Diaz and just win.
Yep.
And that's it. Wait, is that it? Yeah, that is it. Never mind. Yeah, because then yeah. Okay, I was gonna say the Lifrith dies.
I also had a Wing Gundam Zero. He said. Death Scythe's more fun than Shenlong. I'll tell you that. I think Death Scythe is more fun.
I think what it really is it's really meta dependent. I genuinely I think like in this like pocket format of this top 8, I think it's proven that the Death Sight's been a little better. However, I feel like there are previous like mini formats between in the game that like it goes back and forth. Like you said, like if there is just like a lot of priority targets that need to just get wiped out, Death Scythe Duo just ends up being better with the ramp. But if you're into a lot more of like the aggro 1 Year War stuff, I think I'm still a big fan of Shenlong. Shenlong and Wu Fei getting the breach plus protection on your guy as you're swinging into 1 Year War was infinitely more important than the Death Scythe. Found a new type battle tomorrow. Wish me luck. Good luck. We just had our new type challenge at House Rules Games a couple weeks ago. It was kind of fun. Is we still talking? I think we're still talking about the Quibbly and Haman type challenge.
Yep, it is a very short new type challenge, but it is one.
We're getting another one already.
Yeah, new type challenge 4 comes up, and that is with Kira, Freedom, and I can't remember what the command is.
Is it the new Freedom or is it the original Freedom? Good question.
It's the original Freedom. I had to think for a second. Yeah, so it's going to be a really popular series. I know I'm going to be grinding them out myself. Yeah, I've won the last 2 new types I've been to, so I've been able to get my collection cards then. I just hope I win a Freedom. If I don't win a Freedom, I feel like that's going to be a real one to shell out for.
How expensive are the Hamans and Kublis going for?
Well,
or Freedom's just more popular.
Works.
Go ahead.
Just more pop. I mean, Quebbly and Haman's super popular too.
That's fair.
But spoiler for everyone, I'm working on doing a new type challenge for online webcam.
Oh,
something
fun.
That I've almost finished acquiring all the cards. I got the Quebbly, I got half the Hamans. I want to make it like top 8 get a Haman dealio.
Okay.
Which I think would be super fun to stream, get going. And I've just debated, I'm like, do I want to do this on Sim? Do I want to do this on webcam? Players are telling me they want to do it on webcam just because if they're playing for high dollar cards, they want to see people with cards at least.
That makes sense. That's my instinct as well.
Which I get that entirely. But yeah, that's something exciting I'm trying to work on. Just showing, like, I love this game. I really do. I want to see it succeed and do well. And I want to get really, like I said, big pools of data, big player community, fun grassroots events.
Right, so we're already going into level 6 here on the turn pass, thanks to going second plus the bird mode ramp. We got to be careful. I'm just happy to be able to make this one and a deck release in late January. Oh, they're doing deck release events for the new stuff?
Yep, Star Deck 7 and 8 get a deck release event coming up in like a week or two.
Oh,
So like
nice.
new starters will be legal for online events very soon.
Hmm.
Yeah, game 2 though. I feel like Wings in a pretty pressured spot. I mean, it's just blockers going sideways against them though.
Yeah, I'd be nervous too. We got 4 shields already, and we haven't seen like a desert base. I think we're debating on how important using our EX resource here is, and we're gonna choose a route that saves it. And I think we're gonna attack into the Rick Diaz, I imagine, and then block with one of the blockers. So we do get to somewhat 2 for 1 our opponent here, or 2 for 2, I guess.
Yeah, we just said, you know what? We saw how difficult this decision was for you on what to shrink. This Rick Diaz, I want to keep him. He's going to be swinging in every turn. Yeah, Rick Diaz swings in. You can't bounce him. If you shrink him, you still take damage. And we're actually trading. I guess we might just have a high damage breach like capacity. Or when I say that, I'm talking like a strong breach curve. There we go. I have words, I promise.
Ooh, Ale Strike. This is going to clear the board. Oh, wait. Oh, no. We're going to opt to just go wide, which makes sense. I was going to say, bouncing the bird mode's kind of weird. So now we are level 7, assuming we don't use any of these resources, going to level 8 next turn. But there is... It's not looking great.
Yep. Oh, way to start with. Draw 2, pitch 1. Oh, something that is coming out in Star Decks. We get more search cards. I think that's really nice.
Oh,
search
yeah.
for the archetype stuff.
Yep, Celestial Being gets one.
Yeah. You know, Clan has one.
Clan has one. Oh, exciting.
I mean, it's had one since Star Deck. It's just that no one plays Clan, really.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm hoping to see Clan on Friday.
Oh, I know there's a guarantee of that.
I put a bounty out for it. I know people will be playing it.
I love that idea. That is something that Riftbound is doing that I like a lot.
Oh my gosh, I love it. It's like,
it's so cool.
Who was the best Victor? Get your cool card.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the best Annie? Get your cool card.
The best Leona, get your cool card. Like I love that. I think Gundam is not a great game for something like that, similar to Digimon. We don't have like a leader, since we're not a leader game. Neither, like, I don't think it can really.
OP could definitely do it. OP and Dragon Ball can.
Yes, absolutely. I think little us being more flexible than what a big company can do can also do it, right? Because we could very comfortably be like, oh, Clan or this or that, but like just having a general, we can't do a general rule like, oh, the best combination of this color pair gets the you know, like it's just not. It's not as easy.
Did I tell you how Pokemon Professor Cups were?
No, go ahead.
Pokemon Professor Cups. There's some of them where the rule building requirements, like you need to have so many cards that are like of this Pokemon or of this typing.
Oh, okay.
Every time that happened, all they would do is find whatever stage 2 Pokemon was that typing, so they never opened with it. And then it would just be a Garnet they would pitch like Ultra Ball fodder with.
Oh, that's disappointing.
It's like, if I tell you build a Clan deck and you're like, I put 4 of the Star Deck LR in my 1-year War deck, man. What's wrong with that?
It's Clan?
Dude.
No, see, we're flexible. Yeah, as single identities, we're flexible enough to be like, nah, that don't work, Chief. But like a big company where like they have to blanket statement everything.
Yeah.
But either way, I think it's dope. Like, that's so cool. It's not actually the most diversity forcing rules I've seen though. Like universes themselves Uh, they do a diversity top cut. They
Diversity
only
top cut.
so like in context of we'll put it in context of One Piece. If you're green purple Luffy and you top, but you're not the highest topping green purple Luffy, you don't top. If that makes sense. So like if like you have a top cut of top 16, you're only only the best green purple Luffy makes it. Yeah.
Oh, so that forces meta diversity. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. The only difference in that game though is you can side deck your leader in and out. Like you can have different leaders as long as like obviously like you still have to match the colors, right? You can't have an illegal deck. So what people would do, they'd take like green purple Dofi as their main leader and then side deck into green purple Luffy, which is still kind of interesting because you still have to win with that first leader game one.
Yeah. But then you just use the same core engine for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
If someone played Universes, you guys might know better than me, but that's somewhat close to what I recall. And it looks like our Wing Zero just could not make it to level 8 in time, and or like just build up a defensive wall enough to deal with what was happening on the other side, unfortunately. So we did scoop it up, and we're gonna go to game 3.
Yep. No better way. Excuse me. End the season besides going to a game 3 where it's been back and forth.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be interesting if they choose to go first or second.
Yeah. But quickly rolling into next game though.
Mm-hmm. It's like we did choose to go first, and so we set up the Zwart.
Sword on curve feels good. Sword on curve feels good, man.
Yeah. Why not? Definitely just where we want to be, honestly.
Yeah, hearts are racing. We see we're so close to that finish line. We're just one game away from taking that crown for season finals champion.
Mm-hmm. And now we're getting lift risk down and keeping it short and simple along with the base. So just beefing up as much as we can. Creating that wall.
Now the question is, Risu, what do you think's going to be taking it? Is there a deck you feel like is more favored? Do you feel like it's really just like who sees the higher quality cards?
I think it could go either way. Yeah, like it just depends on. And it looks like this is like if we see Kira right here, that's disgusting, right? Kira could do a lot for us here. Shenlong on time, right? We haven't gotten to a turn where we could play Shenlong yet. But yeah, it looks like, wow, Sword Strike with the Kira, like I was saying. That's going to help stop a lot of this aggression. And I imagine we -2 the Rick Diaz.
Yep, that's what I would imagine too. Honestly, as the wing player, I don't think I would mind taking this as much.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I see the value in keeping the base. Especially since you have blockers that you just kind of expect to soak up damage anyways.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see what else they decide to do. It looks like they're still trying to debate the block, but it's definitely not an easy choice. I don't know what I would do personally, honestly.
Yeah, just taking the block there.
Taking the block, getting some damage down on the sword strike isn't bad. What can we do?
Yeah, I know you and I are both kind of getting tired. It's been a
Yeah.
long day for both of us.
Yeah, that's life. But we'll see. When we're level 5, there's not a lot we can do. We're still behind. We haven't gotten like a bird mode ramp or a hell scythe ramp. We're usually where it's where we're comfortable to, because like I think part of the game plan is to get ahead on the level curve a little bit, just so you can indeed get the wing, like a high chance of getting a very valuable wing 0.
Mm-hmm.
But not really seeing it. Yeah, no, on level 5, we just don't have access to a lot of the main plays we want to be seeing. All right, so really trying to make sure we think this one out. Otherwise, I mean, like we could probably. I mean, we're still comfortable on shields. If there's a route for us to clear the sword strike, we're gonna be very, very comfortable. And it looks like we're gonna go. We're gonna off. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what, man? I saw you play down blocker sword strike. Let me do that. Blocker sword strike.
Yeah. And
Sword
offering
strike,
up something to
more.
bounce with the sword strike is probably just trying to be turn efficient while forcing our opponent to interact with that. Not blocking with the Lifrith seems. Oh wait, because we probably -2, so it feels bad.
Yep, and now we're going to see Wing Gundam go over probably to Lifrith. He says, you know what? If you're in the way of me going for face, I'm going to get rid of you.
Mm-hmm.
You can figure out what you want to do with your sword strike on your turn. And that's like one of the weird things, like you see such an aggressive open, you're like, okay, I'm going to be playing around aggro, and then you just don't play around like the value breach lines like that.
Yeah, and it's really, it's kind of just been rough. Kind of almost making game 1 look like a bit of a fluke, but I think we can. Maybe if we see Kira now or our duo, we just haven't seen any link pairs again, which is a pretty bad spot. Like any deck loses if you don't see a good amount of your link pairs, I feel. So
yeah, I agree. But yeah, like something we talked about those, like the banter between webcam locals versus sim locals. I feel like there's just so much banter going on right now. Like, yeah, man, that's pretty good. I was playing around this, but not that.
I just can't imagine what they were saying to each other when we pulled out the royal flush of MA modes and RX78s. That was bonkers.
It's like sword strike into sword strike's probably all right. Sword strike into wing does nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little awkward there. Kira Ale bounces. Rick swing into sword strike, shrink by 2. Oh, we're actually coming this to swing into wing, probably swinging Rick Diaz, bouncing the sword strike.
Sounds like it. All right, so we still have, again, 5 resources, but that's not enough. That's not enough to do a lot, unfortunately, once again.
Yeah, and it's gonna be double blocker again. I think he just said, you know, I identified my goal is to survive here. Getting to Wing Gundam 0 is my win con still. If I can secure that, I can secure that I will at least do well.
Yep.
But yeah, having Shenlong down. We don't have Chain to go with it, but having that set up is just going to be so powerful on swing this next turn. Like saying, hey, you're guaranteed to lose a blocker, man. Then Wing Gundam comes down, and that's just a pass. That might be concerning.
Yeah.
Swing, pop token, or pop Zort. You probably pop Zort because you want to keep the token on field as long as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the Chang, so we're not even taking damage on swing if you block now. And we have breach.
Bad. We are gonna pop the token.
Okay, so we're just saying, hey, you can't swing face. Okay, that's fair.
That makes sense to me as well.
Typically, we like having that Zwart to bounce back to hand too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I forgot we had that. We knew we had that in hand. Yeah, now our blockers are getting in on the action too. I'm gonna say, you know what, man, you gotta have Wing 0 and a way to trade into 2 other bodies. Otherwise, that's game.
Yeah, and even then, now Wing 0 is not enough. I think we're just cooked. I think we were just able to control the board perfectly throughout the whole game. Pressure damage, and yeah, it's looking like that might be it, unfortunately.
And popping regular EX for Lifrith, and I think that is what seals the game there.
Mm-hmm. And that's it. Looks like green white
green breach aggro took it.
Oh wow. Definitely wouldn't have predicted that, but really, really great play, honestly.
Yeah. But we've said multiple times, thank you so much everyone for watching the stream.
Mm-hmm.
We would not have these events without the community playing these events, without the community watching these events.
Mm-hmm.
Just in a day, having a good time. This Friday, if you guys don't know, we are running probably the biggest tournament ran online for Gundam at this point. It's going to be 128 players playing on Mobile Suit Arena. Details are on Limitless in case you guys are interested in checking out. We are capped at the moment. We do have a wait list. Our goal is to run through the wait list and as many people as we can to get into the event that will be playing at that time.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's really cool. And then on top of that, we're back to our regular scheduled program every Wednesday for Gundam. We're not sure when we're starting GD03 proxies or the starter decks, but next
Soon.
Wednesday is back to, huh?
Yeah, soon.
But next week is business as usual for us here at ResourceScroll.com plus Eagle's Nest. And then from there, this just tune in for other stuff throughout the week. Just throwing in, peppering in whatever we can when we can. It's been pretty fun. So yeah, no, welcome to the new year. Hopefully you guys are excited for the new starter decks and the new set. I know I am. I know set 2 for a lot of people didn't really change too much or kind of bummed a little people out. So I think set 3 should be an exciting enough of a mix up to really change what people are playing. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yep, awesome. Well, that being said, thank you so much again, everyone. It's about to get dinner time for me, so I will chat y'all later.